All right, friends, so let's get into Hellclock. It's my first stream back in 3 weeks since returning from Japan. Again, I'm going to be talking about the trip a lot, so if you don't want to hear about me talking about the Japan trip every so often, I apologize ahead of time. I'll try not to be too obnoxious about it. But yeah, it was a fantastic trip. Literally one I'll remember for the rest of my life. I would love to go back at some point, but also it was a lot, so it's good to be back. It was a great time. It's good to be back. We'll stick with the default stuff. Allow pausing, sure. Yeah, not relax mode. Yeah, we'll just do the standard stuff. More powerful for every failed run. Interesting. Streamlined experience with less grind. That sounds cool, but nah, I'll stick with the default. So I haven't seen any gameplay from this game beyond a few seconds of the trailer. The game looks very good. It's been reviewed quite well, so I'm excited. And yeah, shock value nailed it. Yeah, it's like it can happen. Yeah, I think for women, more likely after having kiddos. I sneezed and peak. Oh no, Pelican. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Cool cutscene, by the way.
Continua. Onde estou?
Where the hell am I, indeed? Now, this is a dare drop game, but again, the dares that I had signed up for originally are all out of stuff. Oh, we actually get to choose. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I think I would probably prefer WASD. Gun. Hopefully I have infinite ammo and I'm not just wasting my shit. But yeah, the dares that were originally available when I signed up for this game, for the dare drop campaign for this game, are all out of stock. So there's a couple other dares that are available that I'll try for, but we'll see. This game has done pretty well as far as like lots of people playing it, lots of people streaming it. I do good. And then it's like, do I talk? All right, can I shoot past them? Okay, so you cannot harm friendlies. That's probably for the best. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll probably get something relating to this game. We'll probably get some kind of review, like giveaway keys, but probably not for this game specifically. Antichrist is taking them, they said. That sounds scary. And I think it is a... Are they speaking Portuguese, maybe, or Spanish? I've got my volume turned down too low, so I can't really hear like the dialogue being spoken. But yeah, pretty much all the dares that reward keys for this game are taken. But yeah, the nice thing is that the publisher for this game is the same publisher as Conquest Dark. I'm hoping we'll be able to get at least one key for that game as a giveaway in this game.
Como é possível estar aqui?
Send into the basement. And that's probably where the shit will begin. Oh, the stairs are broke. Can't go up. And shooting does not do it. And then I'm like pressing other buttons, like I'm looking for like a dash button. They'll probably tell me when the time comes. All right, well, no place to go but down. So here we go.
Desta casa foi profanada.
Okay, so if that's not a Diablo reference, it sure feels like one, because when you first pop in, I think as the sorcerer, you first descend into the cathedral as the sorcerer. He says, "The sanctity of this place has been fouled." So the sanctity of this home has been fouled. It's like, all right. If that's not what you were going for, it's what my brain did. Some things are destructible. And apparently I'm doing a spread shot sometimes. That's cool. Sure enough, we do have kind of a Diablo-esque health bar, or not health bar, but UI basically. Shoot multiple projectiles and a cone. Good against nearby enemies. Right, it's like a triple shot. That's kind of cool. It does cost some mana, and if you run out of mana, then you do fire normally, just a standard shot. And that one is... Oh, that's just attack. Okay. Basic revolver shot restores mana on hit. That's kind of nice. So you want to maybe consider doing some kind of balancing act. And you also want to shoot everything in the world. Try to like get stuff to drop, like money. Get a faith, you say. Press G to open your inventory. The G, the gamer button, of course. Spirit. A little bit more mana. We'll take it. The music is like vaguely Diablo-y, which is kind of cool. Actually, we'll lower the volume just a smidge. lower the music a little bit and the effects a bit as well. Dialogue, I'll lower that a bit. Just kind of kneecap a little bit of everything. That's probably good. The one downside is that it's a little bit hard, at least for me, to tell right from the get-go what things are destructible, which things are not. So I'm setting them on fire, which is pretty sweet. Walking corpses. Another trinket. Oh, I got something. So heavy shot. So these are skills that I think either. Oh, I see. So it's like you could spec into like I guess these branching paths of like ways to upgrade the skills. So right now it's split shot, heavy shot just means more damage, faster or better crit chance. I'll do the heavy shot one. Sounds cool. So that's yeah, it's the same skill. I think it costs a little bit more mana now, maybe, and does more damage, of course, which is great. Yeah, like I see that kind of overturned vase in the corner. It's like, yeah, which things are destructible, which things are not. Because yeah, in games like Diablo, usually it highlights if something is destructible. Like, it's fairly obvious. Speaking of things being fairly obvious, that looks nice and scary. Alright, so I got the gold in the corner. So I wonder if that... Is it a broken bridge? No, you can go back. You can go back if you want to. Apologies ahead of time. I will miss comments. I will be slow to respond to things because it's weird how like streaming is for those of you who stream, maybe you recognize how this feels. Streaming is weird because it's a thing that you're doing adjacent to a thing you already know pretty well. Like, you're playing video games and you're commentating it and you're responding to comments. Like, the playing video games part, like, that's for all of us that play video games all the time, no big deal. But like the aspect of trying to keep up with comments and trying to commentate in a way that makes sense and is easy to follow and hopefully is entertaining or at least informative, that kind of thing. That's after you do it for a while, you start to get used to it, but then you take a break, it's like, oh god, how do I talk without stumbling over my words? How do I play the game without getting nervous and shitting my pants? How do I keep up with comments? How do I, do these things? So it's like, oh god, I hope I haven't forgotten too much. Let me take a quick look here. We have a couple things. More damage. It's a rare trinket. I like that. Cooldown speed. I like all these things. Eventually we'll have enough to like switch it out, I'm guessing. And this, of course, is a roguelike of sorts. So when you die, you are dead and the run ends. But there will presumably be maybe some kind of meta progression. Maybe. Red shot is cool. Of course, it's extra effective when you're getting real up close and personal with these dudes. Eventually, I'm sure we'll get some ranged boys to mix it up, though. Is that bad? No, it's a potion. I already have all the potions, and I haven't taken any damage yet. Juggling eggs, yeah. Well, thankfully, it's not like super high stakes, obviously, but yeah, it's like I try my darndest to keep up with things as best as I can. Anything else here? On that side, not really. I do feel like there is a dodge button. I should know what it is. Or maybe that'll be like a thing in the hotbar at some point. I could see that. But there's no built-in dodge button as far as I can see. There's interact, proximity interact. Alright, so yeah, so right from the get-go, no movement abilities beyond just WASD. So we might eventually find one. It's not to say that we can't find some movement abilities or unlock some eventually. But right now, nothing. Can I shoot the lock? Not shoot the lock. Good thing I've got infinite ammo, because I'm blasting everything. I don't know if we can eventually get different weapons. I mean, I guess getting new abilities is different weapons, basically. Or if there's different characters to play as. There's folks that are like maybe more melee oriented. Oh, level up. So faster, more damage, or crit chance. Let's do well, I'm assuming skill speed. Yeah, it's just for this one skill. I'll do. We'll do another layer of more damage. It's already pretty quick. But I mean, quicker. I'm not gonna say no about quicker. The only issue there is mana restoration. If you're using this ability too quickly, then you're gonna run out of juice after a while. Next floor, you got it, baby. And we got Grim Grin over on YouTube. What's up, bud? Doing some Star Wars Bounty Hunter back in those days? Yeah, bud. Absolutely, yeah. Grim Grin remembers the Star Wars Bounty Hunters days. That was a long time ago, but I remember that game fondly. And I think it was ported on Steam not too long ago, so there's a whole new generation of gamers that get to enjoy that game now, which is good. I appreciate you popping in, though, Grim Grin over on YouTube. By the way, Grim Grin also asks about the Steam key giveaways. So there's this thing that I use called Daredrop. Daredrop is a Steam key distribution, or rather like review key distribution site. Primarily streamers and content creators use it, that kind of thing. It's called Daredrop. If you've ever heard of Lurkit or Keymailer or Terminals.io, there's other key distribution sites that streamers and content creators use to get review keys for games. But Daredrop is one of my favorites because you get a review key for a game, but you also get to sign up for dares, which are basically meta progression achievements, basically meta achievements you can strive towards, and if you accomplish them, you get extra keys for some games to give away to your viewers. So I will most likely have some keys that I'll unlock through this game's campaign on Daredrop, and we'll do the giveaways through my Discord server. So if you would like to participate in any future giveaways, none tonight. I won't be able to do any giveaways tonight, but we do giveaways in our Discord server usually once a week. I usually do them on Fridays, but it won't be happening this Friday. So probably next Friday is when we'll be doing the giveaways. For viewers on YouTube, my Linktree page and maybe my Discord link are both in the channel description or in the video description. Otherwise, for Twitch viewers, the Linktree page is in the chat there, and that has all of my links, including the Discord server. What I'll show you really quick is that, unfortunately for this game's campaign, so this is the Hellclock Daredrop campaign. The unfortunate thing with this one is that I was out of town when this campaign started, and I'm getting to it about a week late. It's been going on for about 7 days, well, about 8 days now. And so I'm getting to it pretty late, and a lot of the really cool dares really are out of rewards. So really, I signed up for 3 because I'm allowed to sign up for 3 based on my viewership. I signed up for this one and these 2, and all of them are out of stock. So I don't think I'll be able to do the speedrun one. Most likely, I don't know if I'm much of a speedrunner. And the guillotine achievement, defeat the head cutter in 7 runs or less. It's like I'll try for that if an opportunity presents itself. Most likely, I'll try for this one, complete Act 1. If we do that, we get a Conquest Dark. Steam Key, and I love that game, so that'll be a good one to give away. And maybe, if possible, unlock Blessed Gear, Reliquary, and the Great Bell in this place. So, you know, there's things to strive towards, but yeah, the way to get giveaway keys for this game, unfortunately, most likely will not be happening unless there's a refill, and there's always a chance that could happen, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So we'll probably get something for this game's campaign, but not for this game in particular. But the good news is Explodey, that's actually a game we played last year, I think, and Conquest Dark I played about a month ago, and I really like Conquest Dark. So we'll have some giveaway keys for sure. We won't come away empty-handed, just nothing for this game in particular. So like I said, we do the giveaways in raffle format through my Discord server. Link to join my Discord server can be found in my YouTube description or in the Twitch chat. I get that Linktree page. We got all the stuff there. So that it's something we do every so often. There's another Daredrop campaign or 2 I'll be participating in later this week and probably next week as well. So usually like once every week or so, we do like a series of giveaways based on the things I've gotten through Daredrop or other places. Every once in a while, I'll get a review key for a game, and the publisher will be nice and give me an extra key to give away. I've had a couple ones where I had a weird one I guess it was about a month ago, for Space Marine 2 of all things. I applied, it was through Daredrop actually. I got like an extra Steam key.
Quanto tempo eu estou aqui embaixo?
I'm not sure why my guy said that, but anyway, I wasn't sure if I picked up something. Yeah, I was given a key by complete accident through Daredrop because I already had the game because we'd participated in last year's Space Marine 2 campaigns. So when I signed up for the one that was about a month ago for Space Marine 2, they sent me a key and I sent it back to them. I was like, guys, I don't need this. I already have a review key or a key to play this game. And they were like, just keep it, give it away to your audience. And I was like, all right. So sometimes a publisher or a key distribution site will just be like, here's an extra one. So it's like the Monopoly card, bank error in your favor. Sometimes these things just work out. So yeah, when those opportunities happen, We usually do giveaways once every few weeks.
Relógio. O que está acontecendo?
Getting dark. Getting dark and spooky. Whoa! Oh, am I dead? Oh! Oh, there's a time limit. I'm over here fucking around. Oh, no. There's a time limit I need to be watching. Reliquary size. There was probably something in the UI my dumbass just did not notice. My clock popped. My hell clock has hell popped. So when that happens, what do? You go through a couple loading zones. You get a cutscene. So we're trapped in this eternal hell of like, oh hey, I'm back. What the fuck are we? Is this a Groundhog Day situation?
A senhora sabe como eu vim parar aqui?
Ouvindo a palavra de conselheiro, como todos.
The word of the counselor.
Não, me escute. Perdão, não se fala assim com uma senhora.
Losing my marbles.
Devo estar variando.
So she says, take heed of the counselor. Do I get to go up? I need wood to repair the stairs.
A casa do conselheiro sofreu com o ódio a canudos.
Canudos. So we'll have to like get to some point in Act 1, I suppose, to get wood to repair the stairs. All right, so I guess we'll have to be faster. There was a time somewhere on the UI, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. Maybe it was counting down. I just assumed it was counting up. 7 minutes.
A gente tinha morrido que nem os bois.
Right, so I was getting a bunch of gold, but I don't think the gold came with us. So in that case, yeah, time is money, man. We gotta fucking go. Are you allowed to pause? You're allowed to pause, and it does actually pause the timer. That explains that one setting that asks, like, yeah, do you want to be allowed to pause? Because if not, you're gonna be in like hardcore gamer mode. That level up. So I'm guessing these are the things you take with you, the meta progression of sorts. Skill speed, ooh, I like that. Nice and fast. Yeah, so gold, I'm guessing you do not take with you. That's probably for like stuff during the run, shops, that kind of thing. And then the fun little purple boys, those are probably for meta progression eventually. And whatever trinkets you pick up, unless this pauses, and it looks like it does pause, the trinkets you pick up do get auto-equipped, which is nice. You don't have to multitask or not multitask. That's not the right word. You don't have to micromanage if you don't want to, at least on the fly. That is, unless you get multiple of one thing, then you have to make some choices. Like here, I have several trinkets. Oh, I guess maybe it was the same one though, because there's no other ones in my inventory. Okay, never mind. I'm full of shit. I was gonna say, okay, maybe I need to multi-manage or micromanage now. But maybe I'm full of shit. Trinket of mobility. Yeah, maybe you get a trinket of health. Whoops. Okay, so now that one is here. Oh, I see what it is. Yeah, I guess if you get multiple of the same one, it just gets eaten up. But otherwise, it does start to fill up. And there's different kinds of trinkets for different kinds of benefits. Trinkets with benefits, if you will. Yeah, but now we know that the hell clock is ticking away. I'm guessing there will eventually be ways to extend the length of the clock, maybe? Area of effect. Oh, I have new things. Oh, damn. Oh, that's a cool dash thing? Yes. Dealing damage to enemies in your path. The cool area of effect. Yes. And then what's this one? Reflexes. Summons a ring of knives that gets thrown at the bad guys. Grab these things. I don't need the potion right now. Next floor, please. Don't get any time back or anything. So I use that. I don't know if I'm going to use this cool, like, dash ability. Oh, it has a pretty gnarly cooldown. That dash ability is cool, but the cooldown makes it a little bit unwieldy, unfortunately. And knowing that time limit is always ticking down does kind of make it so that you have to, can't really stop and smell the roses too much. You gotta keep the heat on pretty much at all times. This is, like, think about around the time we died last time. Daggers are pretty nice. This little aura ability is pretty nice. It does automatically attack enemies, but does not automatically break buildings or breakable things, boxes and that kind of shit. Yeah, if anything, I'm probably going to use that dash ability more defensively to get me out of danger zone situations instead of using it to attack fellas. I see things that I want to investigate and explore, but 4 minutes on the clock, man. Get all up in his shit. There we go. I'm inside your shit. That's where I am. Pretty cool so far. I was thinking this would be a Hades-like game. I would say I'm feeling more Diablo-y in certain aspects of the game, but of course the roguelike aspect means the Hades comparisons are inevitable. Better cooldown would be nice. That'd make me feel a little better about it. The cooldown is not insignificant. It's a couple seconds. I can't just spam the fuck out of it as much as I would like to. If you have full potions, but you've taken some damage, your guy will automatically drink a potion when you run over one on the ground, which is kind of cool. That's one less micromanaging thing to do. That's also nice too. You can just dash through those pots. I wonder if I got something earlier that gave me that dash ability that I didn't notice, or maybe I got it when the second run just began by virtue of the run happening. Go to the second floor, or third floor rather. A person.
Essa voz. João Abade?
A friend? Someone we know, maybe? Looks like we already have a map, and it's pretty, like, what's the word? Populated. It's pretty populated already, which is kind of cool. So, for instance, I see it. There's some kind of tick mark over here. Oh, it's for a chest. Okay. Not that I'm sad about it. I'm never sad to enjoy a nice chest. Never gonna be sad about that. Always happy to see a nice chest. That is the person's name. It does match up with what we saw, with what our guy had inquired about. The guy that, person that our guy knows already. Deckard Cain, if you value your life, you must leave immediately. Now we gotta defend while the horde attacks, and I wonder if we get through this. Oh no, the time is actually paused right now. That's actually kind of nice. We can take our time with this if we really wanted to. But again, you just gotta fight the bad guys, so there's not much of stopping to smell the roses anyway. Is it a boss battle, maybe? Not yet. Oh, little crawly boys. It feels slightly on the loud side, maybe ever so slightly. Ah. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. There's a finish run option if you want to say, get me the fuck out of here. Put the music down a little and sound effects down a little. Yeah, tiny touch. That's what I was thinking too. Like just the tiddliest of tidbits. Game is really cool. I'm liking it a lot so far. The like it's very snappy. The combat feels like very quick and nimble. The time limit aspect is, you know, you have to, it definitely keeps you going. It keeps your feet to the fire, but I don't feel like it's overtly oppressive, at least not yet. Maybe it will eventually. Doesn't feel too hard. I mean, it's getting pretty tough right now. Like stuff's getting weird for sure. And this is the third and final wave. Hey. And I think it's just endure. Oh, no. There is a certain amount number, and there's a boss. Just kill the leader. Oh, still just a teensy bit loud. I feel like the music in particular. I think like the boss battle music is just higher up in the mix. Whoop. You have more health than I want you to have, which I'm not super happy to say. Ouch. Yeah. I usually see like the litmus test. How like if there are multiple people pointing it out. Has Ogasso mentioned something? Because Ogasso usually does a pretty good job of helping me out when it's being a little bit too much. A little bit extra, as the kids would say. Oh, life is low. I mean, it's fine, but sure, I'll use the potion. Okay, potions don't really heal that much, so yeah, you want to get it while the getting's good. Ouch. Speaking of, yeah, use that that spread shot. And the guy is nice and close and not actively attacking. If you're really fancy schmancy, try to like chain the attacks well. All right, time to use this thing. Ouch. Is there a cooldown using potions? Probably not. I don't think so. He does pause. I want to get up close to use the spread shot, but I also don't want to get fucking murdered. Especially given that I am out of potions. Now I have to play a little bit more careful. It's not nearly as fun as playing dangerously. Who doesn't love living dangerously? Oh, there's a push on the ground, though. Woo! The bad guys will sometimes drop things to help you out, which is nice. Homing shots are not too scary. I want to get up close and use that sweet-ass spread shot. Next potion. Zoop. Not enough mana. Can't really see where he is. There we go. Final push. Oh, maybe. It's the jailer. I'm putting him away for a long time. He's dead. Jailer has been jailed.
Esses diabos não ia arredar o pé?
Soul stones. I got 50 of them. All right. That's probably the tutorial boss, so I think we know better than to get too excited. Wonder if this is a way to, like, start just at this floor for next time. And I think this is for all things, not just for your one ability. Excuse me, not for just one ability. But just always and forever. Elemental damage, life, or mana. Elemental damage sounds cool, but that would imply that we do something that already has an element on it. Ours seems to be causing fire damage. I don't really know how much, though. Also, I wonder... I don't think the... Yeah, I don't think the levels we had put into Split Shot last time carried over. The heavy shot bonuses, that kind of thing. I don't think that carried over. It'd be cool if it did. I don't think it does. So I think I'll just play it safe and go for the life one. The timer is still stuck, by the way, which is good. So, yeah, we can stop and smell the roses a little bit, but go on to the next floor. And then it resumes. Yep, it continues to tick down. So I do still have one potion. I'm going to go and use it now. No matter how much health we have, though, when the clock runs out of juice, we do get got. And we do have to start over. This money we've collected, 2,000 of which is shrine. Ooh, maybe I could spend some stuff now. Match. You know what? I'm going in there. Playing it bold. Also, like the small little gray trinkets, which I guess mean those are ones we already have, or we have like a better version of it. They don't overwrite anything. I don't know if when you pick up a trinket you already have, if it like empowers anything. I don't know what that did. That I think is better. Oh, time to. Oh man, I should have grabbed that first. It's like the shrines in Diablo then. Take a drink every time Alex says it's just like Diablo. He's just like Diablo, for real, for real. Yeah, the experience shrines in Diablo. That's the kind of shit that speedrunners love in Diablo 2 in particular. Experience shrine is like, oh my god, that's a huge get. Increased duration of the dagger thing. You know, that does sound nice. Yeah. In fact, I should use this more often. It's a cool ability. I picked up something cool, by the way. I like some shiny boys. Critical chance, critical chance. Yep. So, you have some nice things. I think there were, like, things that got leveled up. Or otherwise elevated. From older ones we had. Oh, that's a raid! That is a raid from Dudson. What's up, buddy? Dudson, this is my first stream in 3 weeks, and I'm trying really hard to make it seem like I have not forgotten how to play video games, or how to, like, stream video games, for that matter. I was in Japan for 3 weeks, and we had a great time. We had a very good time, and I'm trying not to be an insufferable, like, that guy. I'm trying not to do that guy too hard by, like, being at every turn will you see when my wife and I were in Japan last week, or really yesterday. We only got back last night. I'm trying hard not to be completely insufferable about it, but lots of fun stories to be shared. We showed off some of the souvenirs. I'm wearing one of the shirts I got there, so it was a great trip. But enough about me, Dudson. Thank you for that raid, my man. Dudson was playing some retro games. Ooh, me oh my. I would love to hear about what kind of cool stuff you've been up to. I do love me some retro games. And in fact, that was one of the things. I'm sorry, it's already happening, man. I apologize, but it's true. One of the things I really enjoyed about Japan is the number of retro game shops. There's a place that we went to called Super Potato, which is apparently like a fairly well-known thing amongst retro game enthusiasts as like being a very cool series of stores that that has a lot of like really hard to find retro games. The prices are not cheap, you know. You are paying a premium for some like that really hard to find shit, but the selections really were incredible, and also the decor was absolutely on point. We're playing Hellclock, very cool Diablo inspired roguelike, really enjoying it. And you were doing some retro games, which makes me very happy. Some System Shock 2, nice, man. That's a good one. I only played the first one like about a year ago. Well, no, that's not true. It was like end of the year last year. But yeah, I played the first one last year. It was the enhanced edition, and then I started the remake. I haven't finished the remake yet, but yeah, the first one, very good. I'm glad you played the second one, man. And then Thief, the 2014 one. I hope you like it. I've heard different things about Thief, the 2014 one. I played the first Thief game, The Dark Project. I played that one like 3 or 4 years ago, and I loved it. Game is fucking hard. Game is really fucking hard, but it's very, very good. And it gets weird. It gets very, very weird and like trippy in ways that I wasn't expecting. Incredibly good game, though. Very, very good game. Yeah, the remake. Yeah, the enhanced edition, right? The Timu Garrett voice. Oh, really? Is it like a weird voice? Oh, no. Yeah, Thief 2014. Right, okay. I was like, wait, System Shock 2? Yeah, no, you mean the 2014 Thief. Yeah, it's a shame that they called it Thief. It's almost like they should have called it something else, but yeah, I've heard that the 2014 one was like just okay, just not what anybody really asked for, honestly. Didn't get the same guy right. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Thank you, Dudson. And like I said, if you have any clips to share, I'd love to see whatever you have to share with us, especially since it's been a few weeks since I really haven't watched any streams or like been on a computer. It felt so weird to pick up my mouse and keyboard. It's like, oh god, what is all this? So it's weird what a difference 2 weeks makes, but I like to think I'm trying to get back in the swing of things and have some regular shenanigans. This game is really cool too. I'm sure you probably saw the Drop campaign for this game. Most of the rewards are sold out or out of stock, so I'm still streaming the game and trying to scoop up a couple odds and ends, but all the big ones have been taken, but that's okay. The game is very fun. I'm a known sucker for roguelikes, really of just about any capacity. It's very, very fun. And a Shrine of More Money, hell yeah. Although, the run is going to end in about 35 seconds, because one of the things with this game is the hell clock is always counting down, and so far as I can tell, it only gives you 7 minutes, at least at the start. And when the clock runs out of juice, you die and the run is done. So you try to, like, get as much as you can. You try to, like, you know, get whatever meta progression nuggets you can find, whatever trinkets and baubles you can take with you. I'll say this one, and then I'll go to the next floor. Can I beat the rest of the game in 11 seconds? Probably not. We got, like, fancy boys now. They're all fancy and bluified. Maybe those shields or something. 2 seconds, and boom! Dead. Yeah, so that's the run ending. Presumably, there are ways to expand the length of the run to give more juice, more fuel for the titular hell clock. We did get some meta progression, fellas. No new relics, no blessed gear. We killed a lot of things. That's pretty cool. So hell clock is off to a pretty good start. But yeah, I'm curious what meta progression, what like enhancements we can append to our guys so that the runs can go longer and also I guess be stronger. The combat's already pretty quick and pretty fast feeling, but if we did more damage and killed more shit faster, then we'd be able to get further, obviously.
Voltei pra cá outra vez.
Once again indeed. Not because I enjoyed looking at vibrators for 30 minutes. Of course not. That'd be weird. That'd be fucking cringe. Am I right? I mean, unless, maybe, unless. Anyway, let's get back to the games. Thank you, Dudson, for that raid. Thank you for sharing the clip. And thank you for indulging me as I talk about my trip to Japan endlessly.
Dona sabe onde está o arrenegado que prendeu Abade?
Oh, yeah, the imprisoned guy. We did rescue him.
Benção, Abade.
Abade.
voltou.
Or Abed.
Braços na peleja sempre são bem-vindos. Que benção.
Maybe he can fix the stairs. Is he in here? I got an achievement for rescuing
Graças ao bom Deus você
the guy.
apareceu, compadre.
Como diabos tu foi parar naquela gaiola, Abade?
O comerciante de Juazeiro ludibria nosso povo, retém o que nos pertence por direito.
Esse cabra não já encurtou a viagem faz
That scoundrel.
Compadre, a gente precisa dar o troco. Mas você não pode ir despreparado.
Potent gear under my table. Oh, well, hold on. We wouldn't be able to use money. Because we can't take the gold with us. The blessed table. Is this the blessed table? Blessed shop. So here's some meta progression. Buy the recommended gun. A rusty revolver. It costs nothing, by the way, so he just gives that one to us. And then we can get more... Oh, wow, a lot more life and more mana, too. They're permanent and remain equipped between runs. I like that a lot. Bring more soul stones to get more of the juice. Well, lucky for me, I can afford more of the juice unless it's best to save them. Because I mean, this one's a no-brainer, obviously. Roll info. Roll info. I'm guessing that means like show info, basically.
Agora você está pronto, compadre. Recupere a nossa madeira e hei de restaurar o grande sino. Fé em canudos.
Recover our wood, right? And that would be on floor 7. All right, well, so I guess the idea is like he'll have more goods for us after we expand his shipment options. And then there's a tome in... I guess that's the dungeon we're exploring. I think you pronounce that. Is it Quixera Mobim, or is it like Kiera Mobim? It's probably like a soft X, so a Kiera Mobim. Also, the guy, how do you think that name is pronounced? Yoao Abed? Here's the skill book. Oh, maybe I should have saved my stuff. That's okay, I'll learn the skill. So that'd be this one. Repeater. Oh, because the revolver, right? Shoot machine gun-like projectiles on a single target. And then move to one of the shots below. So I could do that instead of the spread shot. Sure, that sounds nice. Then more soul stones to learn more. Right, now granted, they're all pretty expensive. So even if I would have saved up, I wouldn't have been able to buy anything new here. It's still pretty cool though. So we'll try that instead of the spread shot. I guess we can have both. Oh, I guess I just put that there. We can have both, but this seems like something I'm probably more inclined to use. Because, of course, for the spread shot to work really well, you gotta get really close to bad guys, and that's a little dangerous. Maximum skill level. So eventually, as you clear more acts, you get more potent skills you can learn, which is cool. Yeah, so of course it uses quite a bit of mana. And of course you can always just do standard attack. So it's still the same weapon, just an enhanced version, really. Rusty revolver, because previously we had nothing and you cannot remove it. But it can probably be overwritten by stronger versions of the weapon type.
Pesadelo. Só pode.
Break things a lot faster. So we gotta kill the dude in 7 minutes. In 7 minutes. And floor 7s, but gotta get to floor 7 basically in 7 minutes. So we gotta like cook pretty quickly, but we're doing a lot more damage. We have a lot more health now, which is nice. So we could redraw basically. That Shattered Ash ability is pretty cool. The speed is nice. The cooldown going down is nice. This one is going to be more helpful. Well, you know what? That one actually could be a lifesaver, so I will grab that for now. Yeah, normally in games like this, I'm more inclined to lick the walls, you know, open every container, that kind of thing. Here, because we have a pretty aggressive time limit we're trying to abide by, it means we're going to have to, like, get good. Get good and go fast, specifically. So, like, I'll still break things, you know, we'll still, like, try to get the trinkets to allow for, like rerolls and things that are more akin to the builds you're going for. But yeah, we're gonna have to go fast for sure. Spend less time dawdling. The nice thing is that you can pause. The time does pause when you're looking at these menus, which is nice. So it's not like crazy rough. The downside, though, now that I'm seeing this, of having more things, more skills rather, in your hotbar that you might not necessarily use, is that you're gonna get level ups for those skills or abilities for those skills that you don't necessarily give a shit about. That part's kind of a bummer. I would be more inclined to get more skills for this one. More like benefits or boons for that one. So I think I'll actually re-roll. Area of effect for the dagger thing is pretty cool. The speed for the Infernal Barrage sounds nice. I mean, they all seem pretty cool. Area of effect being that big is pretty dope. I'll try to use that ability more often because that's quite neat. Yeah, it's a huge AoE. Holy cannoli, that's amazing. That's really good. Only lasts a couple seconds, and the cooldown's like pretty good. It's already back, which is nice. So that was a fairly quick 6th floor. The downside is that one of these floors is going to have a boss that takes a little bit to kill. Oh, except never mind. It pauses the time when you're fighting that guy, so you have to reach him before that point, which is good. Mana costs go down. I'm not quite as worried about that. I cannot re-roll. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have re-rolled earlier. I'll take this one. Crit damage go up. We did get some meta progression thingamajiggies. We weren't getting those earlier. From regular bad guys, that is. That's actually kind of nice. Getting gold, or getting not just gold and some temporary upgrades, but some permanent meta progression currency. It's nice to see. We do so much more damage with this new weapon, by the way. Holy moly, it's not even a comparison. Pretty dope. Yeah, it's still worth getting the gold, obviously, especially because it's fairly quick to do so. Yeah, it's a tricky balance to maintain of like getting some of the things, but not scooping up every little thing you find just because there's times a wasted. Also 666 damage. Pretty metal. Pretty metal if you ask me. Now the nice thing is we rescued the guy, so I don't actually know if we have to fight the boss battle again, but I wouldn't be sad to fight him again because he gave us a lot of cool stuff. We might fight him again, and again, it would cost no in-game time. It's not as bad. Trinket of Power. It seems like these will drop gold at the absolute most. Alright, so yeah, I'll shoot the barrels, but otherwise keep the ball moving. Activate! I don't think this does elemental damage. It does not. So I'll say more life. We already have a pretty good life pool, but not going to complain about more. Especially if we have a weird boss. Some kind of weird, scary boss fella. Whole lot of dudes. Whole lot of dudes. Potion, don't need that. Oh, this is a wave one. Oh, and it has pause the timer. Okay, in that case, I feel a little better then. We can take our time with this one. Of course, my mana is getting low because I'm using this ability a whole lot. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and use this. That's the third wave. It sure is. Whew. The dog things. Who let them out, though? That's the question. Seeing how... Oh, you know, I still have it. I do still have the spread shot. And the guy is summoning. He is. But I have much better abilities with which to fuck him. The fucking against this guy shall be a lot easier. Oops. In fact, we killed him instantly, yeah. Okay, maybe not instantly, but very quickly. And then the timer doesn't actually begin, or resume rather, until we go on to the next floor, I think. So I can take my time in making sure I've gathered everything. But I don't know. I think I've gathered everything, so I think we're good to go. All set. Is there something that this game has that PoE doesn't have? That's an interesting question. PoE is very much its own thing for sure. Of course, Path of Exile has been around for years and years now, and there's a multiplayer component to that game. This game is, I think, exclusively single player. Although, no, hold on, is that correct? Is there a multiplayer to this game? I think this game is just single player for one thing. Yeah, this game is just single player. And of course, Path of Exile is more of an action RPG. This game has action RPG elements, but is primarily what I would consider to be a roguelike. Or I guess more specifically a roguelite, depending on, you know, how you define these things. I'll do the physical damage one, because that is physical. Yes. So the roguelike aspects, the idea where when you die, you're dead. The run does not resume, and you have to start back from the beginning. But you do like keep some things with you. Some abilities do carry forth. That's like a pretty novel concept that this game has that Path of Exile doesn't have. But Path of Exile has like different classes that you can spec into, and even multi-classes, and like a whole skill tree. So like Path of Exile in many ways has way more depth than this game could ever dream to have. But, you know, but this game just has a different gameplay loop. So I guess that's how I would call it. Just different gameplay loops, really. But the control scheme and like the camera angle, you know, the presentation is kind of similar. There's definitely some Diablo-isms here that you can't ignore. And any Diablo-ism, of course, is going to have some overlap with Path of Exile, no matter how you slice it. But no, granted, this is coming from somebody who never really played a lot of Path of Exile. I love Diablo. I loved Diablo 2 back in the day. So, you know, I've played, you know, the oldies that inspired the Path of Exile experience of yore, but I never really got too into Path of Exile proper. It's not to say that I think it's a bad game, just not really for me, I think. One of those things where as I'm playing, whenever I would play it, I would always think to myself, I wish I was playing Diablo instead. So it's like that game kind of does it for me. And the new things Path of Exile introduces into the formula, I thought were cool, but just not really for me. But it's a cool game. And Path of Exile 2 looks incredible. I've heard really good things about Path of Exile 2. In fact, 2 might be more what I'm looking for in a kind of Diablo-inspired game. So we'll see. I might pick that up at some point. Life regeneration. Give me more damage. So this is floor 5. So we're doing all right. I would say we're on a pretty decent pace to be able to get to at least reach floor 7 before the time ends. Now, can we actually get to the boss before then? We'll see. We are gaming. I'll say more knives sounds cool. In that chest, get some monies. The map is very generous. Like, a lot is revealed on the map, which is kind of surprising because the Fog of War typically extends pretty far. But yeah, I feel like this map is like a lot is revealed very quickly and very generously, and as you go along. One thing about the skills, you cannot move while you're using it, but that's probably a balancing thing, because otherwise it'd be kind of busted otherwise. Except I'm out of mana, so never mind. But we kill almost everything in one shot, which is pretty dope. I should be using that thing more often too. Alright, I have that spread shot too. Alright, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the clock. The literal clock. At some point, I might need to just like start skipping things, trying to speedrun. I get to move fast. Yeah, go fast. Go fast, eat ass. That's how we do, baby. This thing, I'll just say movement speed, maybe. You know, more mana wouldn't be bad. More mana would be the opposite of bad, actually. That guy was fancy and fire resistant, but he's dead now. All right, that was pretty quick. About a minute and some change for that one. Like the gold piles. Can I break them? No, I cannot. I'm pretty sure we're seeing some like elevated monster mobs. So like dudes that have various enchantments on them. Not just like regular bad guys, but some fancy boys. Fancy bad guy boys. And a lot of them too. We haven't really seen a lot of like new monster types in a minute, but just lots of them. That's one thing I always really enjoyed about Diablo-esque games, whether it be Path of Exile or Diablo 1 and 2, or even the subsequent games, where you get like the monster mobs that have like some sort of like rare enemy leader that has like some enhancement, you know, lightning enchanted, extra fast, that kind of shit. Dash distance, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take it. It's not amazing. Again, I don't really use that ability offensively, but I could see it getting me out of dodge, getting me out of the danger zone. I'll tell you one thing about this incredible vacation that Gracie and I and our friends Helen and Aaron went on. 3 weeks in Japan. It was a great time. But I'll tell you, man, the dread The fucking dread for being like, oh shit, man, work is looming over my head. Don't love that, man. I don't love that. That feeling of being like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, work tomorrow, dude. Back in the office tomorrow, that whole rigmarole, it's waiting for me. Waiting for me, man. It's like, I could probably take another day or two off, but it's like, nah, let's just rip off that band-aid. Just get right back to it. It shouldn't be fine, or it should be okay. I mean, I've got a lot of emails to get caught up on, no doubt. Oh, actually, this is nice. So we got 42 seconds, and it's locked, so I think we're good. It's probably just a boss battle. I'm sure I'll have a lot of emails to go through, but, like, I don't think I'll have anything horrible. Nobody ever texted me. I never got any phone calls, so I figured no emergencies came up while I was gone, but just getting back into that rhythm.
Esse cabrão
Gross.
vivo mesmo.
Whomst is this guy? Someone from our past life, maybe.
O comerciante.
The merchant.
Você nos roubou e deu início à nossa ruína.
He made some fellows happen. Oh, he does a dash. I like when he tells us where he's going with the AoE.
Alma cebosa.
Good telegraphing.
Vim cobrar a sua dívida.
Collect your debt. That being said, I do a lot of damage to this guy, so this motherfucker's not long for this world. Unless he has multiple health bars, which I could see it. He's fucking dead. Never mind.
Não é justiça.
That's a lot of damage. Our weapon's very good.
E explorados pela lei dos homens.
That's some great stuff. We can only enjoy it for 40 seconds. Blessing of Legacy. One of these are things that we keep with us, maybe? Reaper damage. That sounds badass. Oh, no. Reaper. Repeater damage. I'm a dumbass. Launcher grenade. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Split shot. I'm not really using split shot too much. I'm not sure if I am going to. Knife. Oh, this thing. That knife. Movement speed, melee speed. Can stack quite a bit. Probably that one. And then a regular level up, which again, we won't be able to enjoy for very long. Because the next level we'll only be able to enjoy for 42 seconds.
Sua bênção irá alimentar a minha alma enquanto
But I'm guessing this means we now have the wood available to us. There's like wood lying around, but I'm guessing the guy will have like the wood shipment back at the base. So I think we have that to look forward to. Let's go ahead and go on to the next floor, but again, I don't expect to be able to go on much longer.
que a fonte do mal.
What's up, Centerfolded? How many different classes in this game? That's a good question. I don't know. I've only seen the one guy, the guy we're playing as right now. There might be more we can unlock, but it's really hard to say. Oh, also, we got 2 minutes added to the counter, which is nice. We go a little farther. The game is very good, and there's a pretty wide variety of skills you can use and level into. So I don't really know if this game has much of a class system. It might not. It might be more, you have one guy and like a few abilities you can level into for a run. It's only my third run so far. And the titular hell clock in the top left corner of the UI is not very generous. By default, you get 7 minutes for a run, and I don't know how many floors there are, but there seem to be a lot, and maybe there are ways to increase the timer. It's hard to say. It did add 2 minutes to the timer when we beat the first boss, like the first like normal boss, that is. So it's hard to say, like as far as meta progression goes, things to like level up as we go along, you know, we'll see, but I'm liking it so far. It's pretty cool. It's got a solid gameplay loop. I am biased because I love roguelikes. It's one of my favorite genres. Not everybody who is into this kind of game is guaranteed to love it. And if you don't really like roguelikes, then it's probably might be a snooze fest for you, but I like it a lot so far. It's fucking worms, man. Speaking of worms, I get to watch oh, there we go. I got to watch Dune for the first time on the plane back from Japan a couple days ago, or yesterday specifically. I got all the way through the first one and about 2/3 of the way through the second one. They're pretty long movies, but I really enjoyed them both. Really want to, no, like I already kind of want to read the books. Now I really want to read the books. Not that it really matters. I'll say dash speed. Sure, we have 20 seconds to enjoy this build before it all goes to heck. I'll at least open this thing. Will I get some meta progression points? No, I will not. Activate this guy. Sure, physical damage. Except it costs money. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize these cost money to buy or to acquire. Good to know. Next floor, 10 seconds. Next floor for 10 seconds. 9th floor, baby.
De purificar o meu corpo.
Purify my body, he says. As the clock is about to end, when it does, it pops. But it's okay. We knew pretty much how that was going to go, and we at least beat the first main boss, and we got some. Okay, so these things do go with us, which is kind of nice. The one I chose was the one for that repeater shot. So that's actually good to know. These unique relics, or rather the sacred relics, I guess. Those actually do stay with you. So I guess to that point, not only on a per run basis, can you like do things to empower certain skills, but I guess you can also find things as the game goes on that will permanently empower certain skills. You can upgrade the relics in town. Good to know. So that's pretty neat. And then a couple loading zones, I think. Yeah. Can't move the mouse while it's loading, which is a little weird. There. Oh, there it goes. It's like 2 loading zones. All right, so talk to the lady. We got the evil merchant fella. Got his ass.
A senhora viu para onde levaram o conselheiro?
And the counselor.
Ai, que alegria trouxeste ao povo do Monte Santo.
Didn't really answer our question. Yeah, the counselor is the person whose house this is. And I don't know, like, whenever she talks, she doesn't really have eyes. I wonder, are we all zombies, or are we all in purgatory of some sorts?
Canudos viverá. Deus há de querer.
Alright, so is he able to repair the stairs then? He sure did. Kind of weird how broken stairs prevented us from going up to the next area. It's like, just walk carefully, or like, climb up them. Like, how hard could it be? But whatever. We needed some way to like explain why we can't go that way. And I can't interact with anything else until we go up to the Great Bell. And there it is. It's very broken. Cutscene time.
A grande seca matou o pasto, o gado e até os mais bravos vaqueiros. Centenas de milhares vagaram sem rumo pelos caminhos do sertão. Canudos surgiu como uma luz de esperança para o povo que insistia em acreditar na misericórdia divina. Do Monte Santo fluiu leite e brotou o milho que alimentaram o rebanho do nosso Senhor. Mas aqueles que poderiam mudar alguma coisa em sua vilania viram na desgraça alheia uma maneira sórdida de continuar prosperando. A ganância do ouro.
That's why the church got vandalized.
Estava sedento por sangue, com seu ouro, seu ferro.
Or maybe it was like a different country invading.
Com o sangue do trabalhador sertanejo. Mesmo os velhos, mulheres e crianças não foram poupados do massacre. E como um ritual demoníaco, mutilaram meu corpo para aprisionar a minha alma. Pois
okay, so we are in some kind of purgatory then.
O coração dos sertanejos temiam que Canudos pudesse renascer. Meu filho, a nossa história está viva no resto do grande sino de Canudos. Você precisa restaurar o nosso legado. Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos.
Oh, he's talking about the bell. The bell has like the soul preserved. It is cool music. Also, Farside, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, bud. You saw the picture. That's right. Yeah, and I was telling folks how like I was trying to keep up with posting about the journey in greater detail, but I definitely fell off in like keeping up with things. There's way more to that trip than I was able to share in the Discord. What I kind of want to do is like write up a chronicle of the trip and like all the cool things we did with pictures and whatnot, kind of a timeline of shit we did. And I would probably just copy and paste basically what I posted in the Discord and like use it as a starting basis. But of course the problem is I was having a problem from my phone, at least, downloading pictures that Aaron and Helen had shared, and Gracie even, because after a certain point, I guess, I don't know what it is, but Android, I guess, only buffers so much space for photos when sent via text message, so I couldn't actually re-download them, which was annoying. So what I'm gonna do now that I'm on my computer can re-download them from like text messages and whatnot. So I'm gonna like just at some point just sit down, download all that shit, and try to like compose a timeline of events with full resolution pictures and type up basically the rest of, you know, the journeys and adventures we've been on, and post some kind of chronicle of the journey. Probably still in Discord. I'll probably just make a separate Discord channel that's like just for archival purposes, just so it's all somewhere. If not for my own sake, because while it's still fresh in my mind, it'd be cool to like list out all the cool things, because there were so many cool things we did and saw. So yeah, it's something I kind of want to work on. Also, Robter, good to see you, bud. It's funny you say aloha. That was so my wife and I got married in Hawaii a couple years ago. So there was a lot of aloha back then, and we just got back from visiting Japan last night. We were there for 3 weeks, and we just got back last night. So instead of aloha, it's arigato. Oh, you know, arigato is thank you. It's konnichiwa. So yeah, arigato gozaimasu is thank you very much. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of arigato gozaimasu and a lot of sumimasen. Sumimasen is excuse me. There's a lot of like oh shit, sorry, because you know it's a lot of narrow hallways, a lot of narrow aisles. You're bumping into people. The subways are sometimes very packed, so you'll find yourself saying sumimasen a whole lot while you're there. It was a great time, great time. Did I get slapped or spanked by any muscle mommies at the Muscle Mommy bar? I'll say this much. No, we did not go to any Muscle Mommy bars or maid cafes. In fact, I never even saw any Muscle Mommy bars. I think those are not as prevalent as the maid cafes. What I will say, though, is that I did see a lot of maid cafes being, like, advertised. Because if you go down into Shinjuku or Shibuya or especially Akihabara, Akihabara is they call it the Electric Town ward of Japan. And they call it that because it is a huge mecca of anime merchandise, manga, DVDs, figures, both NSFW and not NSFW. Whole lot of content out there. There's used video games, used electronics, retro games, hard to find collectibles, bookstores, lots of that kind of stuff. So it's a big mecca for otaku and nerds, that kind of shit. And but in most like significant metropolitan areas, so Shinjuku, Shibuya, and definitely Akihabara, you'll see maid cafes, and you'll see maid cafes being advertised. And during the daytime, you'll see maids like clearly dressed in maid regalia standing outside where the bars are and like handing out brochures, handing out business cards, waving at people, trying to like get people to, you know, talk to them and listen to their spiel. So during the day you'll see a little bit of that, but at nighttime especially and at Akihabara especially, the maidens become more vocal and a lot more numerous. Holy moly, there were so many of them. And I think it's because there's a lot of maid cafes around, and they're holding up signs advertising the services they offer, the prices, the drink specialties they have. Of course, the maids are dressed very like elegantly in very unique outfits, and it's like very cutesy with the makeup. They go all out, and there are so many of them, and they become a lot more, I wouldn't use the word aggressive, but more vocal and more I don't know, is assertive the right word? They're like more going up to people, like they're not like harassing people, but there's more. They're harder to ignore. They're harder to ignore at nighttime. And it's like something we were joking where it's like it's nighttime. The sun has set. The maidens must feast on man flesh. But the funny thing, and some of you might have seen my post about this in the Discord server, as we were walking back to our Airbnb from Akihabara, we were getting back to the subway. And at one point I noticed there's a lot of maids out here. Wow, they're trying to like really get some folks, and they're trying to like make eye contact with people and initiate conversation and try to like get people to come to their bars, which makes sense. And at one point I noticed they're not trying to talk to any of us in our group. By this point, Gracie was back at the Airbnb because she had a sinus infection, so she wasn't there for this. So it's just myself, Aaron, and Helen. Aaron and Helen are clearly married, and they're married to each other, so it's like fairly obvious they're not really much of a low-hanging fruit. But I was a little bit surprised and maybe a little disappointed that none of them were trying to talk to me, but it was also a relief because it's like I don't really speak much Japanese, so other than sumimasen and I basically how to say I'm sorry, I'm American in Japanese. There's only so much I can iterate, so or I can say rather, I can communicate. So at one point it kind of dawned on me, it's like, well, there's a few things. For one thing, the wedding ring probably has like some barrier aspect to it, but also the stereotype of like the downtrodden married guy who like hates his life. Yeah, that's then absolutely the kind of person that would go to this maid cafe. So that shouldn't be it. And I was thinking, well, maybe they can tell I'm foreign, so maybe it's just not my kind of thing. Maybe I smelled weird. We'd been walking a whole lot by that point in the day. What I like to think is that, you know, we're laughing, we're having a good time as we're in Akihabara, we're joking around a lot. Maybe I looked too happy. Maybe the problem is, oh yeah, the kind of married guy that hates his life and is unhappy with his life circumstances. That's the guy to the downtrodden, just fucking done and no soul left in his eyes. That's the kind of person we need to grab in because he's looking for human connection. Maybe I looked too happy and I was clearly having too much of a good time to be a candidate. So I don't know. However that happened, hard to say. What is a muscle mommy bar? Yeah, so there are these bars where it is exclusively employed by bodybuilder women, or at least like very muscular women. And it's a bar, so of course they serve alcohol. There's like drink specialties, sometimes food. And for some of these muscle mommy bars, you can pay them extra money to like have you lie on the ground and have them like step on you or have them like sit on you like on your back or something, or you can pay extra and they will slap you, like open palms, slap you in the face. And I've seen the videos. They don't hold back. It's not like a oh hee. It's not like a little oh haha, we're just playing around. It's like get fucking ready. Wham! I seen that shit, man. We didn't see it in person, and we didn't seek it out either, but I've seen that shit, man. I've seen the videos. And it's something. It is something, yeah. So no muscle mommy bars or cafes for Alex. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I learned it for the first couple days, but I'll confess I've forgotten it since because I didn't really have to say it too much. Stepping on your back, yeah, it's like, I mean like, not so much in like a massaging your back manner, but like in a like dominating you kind of manner. I don't know. There's a certain kind of person that where they enjoy the idea of getting domed a little bit by this person that you know have no connection with. They're just a person at a bar. It's like, yes, could you please just fucking ruin my life? Now I will say there was one moment where Grace and we were in Nakano Broadway. Nakano Broadway is in Nakano. I know, crazy, right? And it is known for being it has a giant mall that is almost entirely used in vintage retro stuff. So lots of cool vintage kimonos that are crazy cheap, really cheap, especially if you want to use the fabric for some other kind of project. Because Gracie bought a bunch that she wants to try to sew for some kind of crafty project. There's some retro games, some like retro, like nerdy stuff. There's a bunch of bookstores, which is cool, including some rare books in the bookstores, which was neat. Some like rare merchandise and memorabilia. It's more of the kind of place to window shop, but it was pretty cool. There was a person working at one of these stores, and I couldn't help but notice she had a really cool, I think the term is pastel goth. She had a really cool pastel goth getup. And Gracie loves that kind of thing. She loves pink. She loves Hello Kitty. She loves that kind of thing. She also kind of likes the goth stuff sometimes. And she likes the pastel goth, where it's basically goth stuff, but with pink and purple and Hello Kitty and that kind of thing. And not just all black. And I pointed it out to her. I was trying not to be weird and be like, yo, look at that person. But I just kind of casually mentioned, oh, hey, yeah, the woman at that shop we just passed, she had a cool pastel goth setup. She looked pretty cool. And I mentioned to Gracie, she also looks pretty badass. She looks like she could kick my ass, honestly. And Gracie, with that missing a beat, was like, I kind of want her. I kind of want her to kick my ass. Like, not her ass, or not my ass, but her ass. She was like, I would kind of like it if she were to kick my ass, honestly. It would be kind of hot. And I was like, honestly, based and pastel pilled. So there we go. Also, Gratafi, thank you, my man, for that raid. Just as I'm getting to tell the pastel goth kick my ass story time. It came up because we were talking about the muscle mommy bars in Japan. Also, Gratafi, I'm back from Japan. It's good to see you, by the way. Good to see you, bud. The muscle mommy bars in Japan. We never saw them. We never sought them out, but they are out there. Bars that are employed exclusively by muscle-bound women, some of which are bodybuilders. And sometimes you have, like, their drink specials. Sometimes there's food that's offered. Sometimes you can pay extra and have them, like, step on you or have them open palm slap you. And I've seen the videos. It's not like you know, cute little like tappy. It's not like a little baby like tippy taps. It's full like get ready whack kind of slaps. I've seen the videos. Not really my thing, but I've seen it. It's out there. Muscle mommy bars, they were a thing. So we're just kind of describing kind of what we did see while we were out there. But yeah. And actually, Meerkat, that's kind of the thing. All jokes aside, am I into the muscle mommies? I mean, not overtly. Like Gracie and I were both short, petite weirdos, so it's like it's a thing where if I were single and there was like a muscular lady that was interested in me, I wouldn't have said no to a date. Like I dated lots of different kinds of women when I was single, just because even if it's like not usually what I'm into, it's like, yeah, you know, I'll at least go on a date, you know, just see what happens. You know, learn about someone, still have a nice time. So like, I wouldn't have been like, no way, but it's not something I have ever thought to seek out necessarily. But I enjoy that there are people that are very much into the Dami Mommy thing, and I think it's delightful. So it's like a fun thing at least. But thank you to Gratafi for that raid, doing some the Clubhouse games. Yeah, this the Switch one, right? The Switch one, yeah. The Japan trip was incredible. I'm trying really hard not to like spend every minute of my first stream back, or the first 3 billion streams back, just talking about the stuff we did. I showed off some of the souvenirs at the start of the stream. There's way more where that came from. I'm wearing a shirt that I got from Japan. It was a store called Don Quixote. I love this artist. Artist name is Tree13. Now raise it up so you can see the shirt a little bit better. I love how they draw people. I think it's so cool. It's so colorful. Very, very pop art. It says the name of the store. I think in I think this is in Japanese. The name of the store is Don Quixote. I'm sure Jet knows all about it if he's listening in. So the name of the artist is Tree13. Really cool art. And yeah, Don Quixote is a chain of stores that is known for having a lot of souvenirs, usually at pretty like discounted rates, and huge variety of things. Big for tourists, but also big for locals too. Really cool stuff. And yeah, this artist I like so much did a cool collaboration with Don Quixote where they designed some shirt designs for them. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It was a great time. I'm gonna be like interspersing future streams, and this one of course, but also future streams with stories and videos of things we saw and souvenirs we picked up, and it pretty much for the next like how many weeks and months it'll be, I'll have like various shirts to show off, souvenirs and whatnot. Did get some used video games, got a pretty good amount of music, some fun plushies, and some just odd weird shit. It was, yeah, it's good. By the way, we did get to go to the Nintendo Museum. Man, it was awesome. It's one of those things where someone asks, you go to a trip like this and someone asks, what was your favorite thing or your favorite day during the whole trip? And it almost feels like cheating to say the Nintendo Museum was the top point for me. Because of course that's like such an iconic thing to experience and a hard to get to experience kind of thing. For one thing, it's all the way out in Kyoto, so getting to Japan is expensive, and Kyoto is a ways away from Osaka and certainly Tokyo. So, you know, it's not easy to get to if you're not local. or don't live in Japan already. But on top of that, there's a lottery system. It's the demand for the Nintendo Museum is so high that they have a lottery system to get tickets. And I don't mean a lottery system to win tickets. No, I mean a lottery system to have the chance to buy tickets. And all 4 of us were able to get tickets, which was great. And thank goodness we were. But it's not easy to get into. But once you're there, it's incredible. It was truly, truly remarkable. The exhibits were incredible. The interactive games were way more fun than I thought they would be. Of course, the gift shop was just effervescent. It was awesome. So I really, really enjoyed our time there. The whole trip was great. There was like one at least gigantic cool adventure every day. Oh my god, yeah, the trip of a goddamn lifetime, or at least a trip of a lifetime. Hopefully I like to think I'm not like old enough where I can never do a trip like that again, but that was one for the ages for sure. And this is coming from a guy that I don't really seek out to travel that much. I know people where if they don't travel once every like 3 months, they start to get like the itch. They get like, they break out in hives. They start to like get the shakes. I'm the kind of guy where like I can be content to just do my thing and play video games and just vibe out for like 20 years without ever going away. But Gracie, she likes to travel quite a bit. So like, you know, it's not the thing I usually seek out as often. But I will say this really was a spectacular trip, and I would love to eventually go back, but again, the travel battery needs to recharge. This was a big one. In 3 weeks, man, that was a long time. I don't think I'll ever take a trip that long ever again. I think that's probably the upper bound of any vacations ever. I could see maybe 2 weeks in a faraway place like that. But yeah, 3 weeks was like very indulgent. It was great, but like it makes the adjustment that much harder when you come back. It's like, man, we were all kind of bummed yesterday, and again, I'm talking about like I got fucking work shit tomorrow. I got work hanging over my head like fucking hell. So it makes the pendulum swing that much worse, but it was a special place. And I knew I was going to enjoy it, but man, oh man, it was something else. There was like no way to prepare myself for how cool and how weird and different it would be. So anyway, yeah, good times. And of course, now Gratz is, if he's still listening in, with Gratz rating us, it's a reminder that we still have our Zelda randomizer, our multi-world randomizer, or not multi-world, combo randomizer. Well, yeah, combo multi-world randomizer to resume at some point. When we do inevitably get back into it, I will be more useless than ever because I will have forgotten a lot. Good thing we've all been taking notes, of course, but still, that our first resumed session of the combo randomizer will be a lot of me trying to like piece my brain back together after not having touched it in a while. I hope your wrist is doing better, because I know you had that tumble and you were doing some recovery efforts. Hope you're feeling better and are nearly approaching the point where you'll be able to do more keyboardy things and more well I guess combo randomizer doesn't require keyboard necessarily, but more longer streams, that kind of thing. That might be away maybe September. Gotcha. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Because yeah, well, I mean, we're practically on the doorstep of August, so yeah, if it's late August, sometime in September, I'm down. I'm there, baby. It gives me time to kind of get back in the swing of things, because again, it was weird. I sat down at my desk to start the stream, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, it's felt weird holding a mouse and like doing things like, oh god, I hope I remember how to play video games. Like, what the hell? Yeah, wrist is doing better, still healing, yeah, but longer sessions, good. And of course, you know, we don't have to do long sessions, but I know the Kratoffy strategy, and he usually goes for some longer sessions. Not always, but I usually I'm the one who's like, all right, boys, I gotta wrap up for the night after like 8 hours. So usually I'm the limiting factor here. But thank you for that raid, Kratoffy. If you had any clips to share, I should have said that earlier. If you had any clips to share, I'd love to see him, obviously. It doesn't have to be from tonight, of course. But, you know, I love getting to see what you've been up to. Judson rated us earlier. He had a good clip for us. And, yeah, no, I appreciate you, man. It's weird being gone for this long. 3 weeks, holy shit. I think I've only taken one other extended break that was about this long previously, and that was like 5 or 6 years ago. God damn, it's weird. It's a weird, but a good weird. It was a good time. Weird getting back into a familiar like setting, a familiar surroundings, and for things to be normal and not to be a stranger in a strange land where almost everybody speaks a language you don't know and there are signs everywhere that you can't read and directions you can't understand in a subway system that you almost can't comprehend. Like it was a great sign, but man, it was hard mode for sure. It was hard mode because it was challenging at times, but the rewards were that much sweeter. It was really something. Let's get back to the games. Like I said, Gratz, thank you for that raid. And if you have any clips, you can be my guest. The offer's on the table. Or if you want to go back and grab something from a stream recently, if there was a clip you want to snag, that's fine too. We're playing Hellclock, a really cool roguelike that I'm liking so far. It's I would say Diablo-y in how it plays and how it's presented. Not really Hades-like like I thought it would be. It's more Diablo-inspired than it is Hades-inspired, I would say. Someone said it kind of reminded them of Path of Exile a little bit, but it's very much a roguelike first and foremost, and it's very good. It is very good. And we got these soul stones. Well, now that's also a Diablo nomenclature. We've got these soul stones for like meta progression, permanent upgrades, which is pretty cool. We can invest into the Great Bell. I'm gonna guess this is for meta progression things that help us to empower our guy. Invest the points. You can also remove it if you want to. So that one, sure. And you can apply the changes. Bam. You can respec, which I think means you get the points back, or does that mean it costs 10 to respec? Because another, let's see, how much would it cost? Yeah, I think it costs 10. I think we had 370. And at another level, so how far down can we go? These are locked. Oh, reach Act 3. Points required. 3 available. Okay, I see. We have these points, and you have to use this stuff to respect the tree if you wanted to. Okay. So I have to spend 3 more. Yeah, so I have to do all 3 of these, and that opens up these guys. So that's just more damage. Yeah, that doesn't cost this guy anything at all. So that opens up all of these. So 5% conviction per mana spent. Temporary shield. Kind of cool. Gives over time. Okay. More mana. More life. Soulstone gain. That one sounds nice. Yeah, gold is nice, but can only be spent on your one run, on that run in particular. I think I will instead use it on the Soulstone gain. It's only a 5% gain, but that sounds pretty nice. Because I'll inevitably want to invest more into this one, to like get that number up further. Because 5% doesn't seem like much. 10%, now we're talking, 15, 20. Sure, I'll take anything. I'll confirm all that, and it's, I guess, 10 fun money. Or actually, no, I guess we spent 5. So it's a little less than 10 for every point we invest.
Meu bom conselheiro, vou resgatar a sua alma.
Hear the bell.
Memória de Canudos.
Well, I mean, not fully, but we're getting there. There's a reliquary. All right.
Este é o lugar perfeito para proteger as relíquias que eu encontrar.
So we just beat, before Gratafi raided, we just beat the first, basically main boss of the game. But the Hell Clock, the game's namesake, is a clock that counts down every single run, and when a clock ends, the run ends, regardless of how much health you have, how powerful you are. It's always a time limit that you're trying to play up against. And there are some ways to add time back to that clock, but you'll always run out of time at the end. But we did kill the first main boss, and it unlocked a bunch of cool shit. So, we have this guy, and we can... Oh, that's kind of nice. So whatever, like, unique artifacts you find, unique relics you find, you can place in the reliquary for your guy, but you can't just equip any of them. They're powerful... So it has to be based on the space you have to work with. And I think there are ways to expand this this reliquary. I think there's ways to upgrade it. Buy a new page. Oh, okay. Well, that's one thing, I suppose. I was thinking more upgrading our, like, space here. And I guess this is if you wanted to, like, decompose a relic that you're just never going to use ever again. If you wanted to decompose it, but like down into some other thingy, can I upgrade something? I can upgrade it with 250 soul stones. I mean, we could, and oh fuck, I actually meant to say cancel. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, I do like this ability a lot, so sure. I will not do that one. Well, not that I could anyway. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I mean, it's fine. Another upgrade costs 1,000. So, yeah, there are worse things to spend that on. That is really good. The soul of Antonio Canzaniero. So that's I guess the counselor, and that is Act 1 proper. So I do have enough to upgrade, or to unlock rather, another skill. I kind of like the skills we have right now. What I will do is take this one off. I'll take that one off. I need both of these, obviously. I guess I need all those, really. Because they're all useful in different ways. Yeah, eventually I might switch some of these out, but yeah, we'll leave that one for now. But yeah, Minute has a similar kind of death mechanic, right? Yeah. Well, of course, of course, Kratofi is not unfamiliar with games that have some kind of built-in time limit. But unlike Majora's Mask, it's not like just a matter of, oh, let me like reset time before the world ends. It's like, oh, no, I'm just dead now.
Também viu nosso bom conselheiro?
Ah, claro. Perdoa essa velha voada. Nessa hora, ele deve estar rezando uma missa.
Weird that her first name is Old. Old Backlander.
Nesse sino está gravada a nossa memória, compadre.
Eu vou trazer nosso conselheiro de volta, nem que eu tenha que descer.
Counselor we've heard about.
Quinto dos infernos.
Because the merchant was an evil dude. We like vanquished him and avenged the way that he exploited our village. But the counselor's a good guy. I think I've gathered. All right, so I was a fool. I shouldn't have upgraded the thingy. It would have been much more beneficial to have gotten a big ol' upgrade to our weapon. I like how the armor you can buy, it's just like, oh, it's pants to supplement our jacket, I suppose. Or maybe it's pants instead of jacket, and that means we're currently naked from the waist down right now. Exalted Relic. A fix amount. I'm gonna guess that is this stuff. I'm gonna guess that's like these kinds of things. These little affixations for your gear. Or maybe it's for these relics. It's kind of hard to say, but I'm gonna guess that's what affixes are. So yeah, that sounds great. Oh, and hold on. Old Bell's damage is increased. Oh, that's an ability. I see. That's an ability we don't have yet. And we could upgrade if we wanted to. This one right here. So we could upgrade that one or unlock that if we wanted to. I think I'll save for now. So I think the status upgrades not status upgrades, the equipment upgrades are probably more overall worthwhile. So we'll be saving up for those. That's good to know though. What about Majora's Mask with the moon that's just aggressive? Yeah, there's no way to reset the time. I mean, I guess that's what happens. That was what was happening to us, at least, at the beginning, because we were playing, you know, the randomizer, obviously, but for a while there, in Majora's Mask at least, we didn't have the Song of Time, so the only way for, to go back to a previous day, or, yeah, for time to go any direction other than forward was to just let the time run out manually anyway, or automatically rather. Dash speed, I mean, I guess the speed is good, and critical damage goes up. I like to increase crit chance for sure. Dash speed, I could see it being helpful. I'll take the dash speed because I use the dash more defensively than I do offensively. I'm really gonna use it to like do damage to things so that often, but I'll do it to get out of the danger zone whenever there's an opportunity to do so. But open it. There we go. I saw the dudes. I saw them. Yeah, speaking of which, I should use that as an opportunity to go fast. Alright, so more knife generation. Crit damage go up. Max knife. Generation time and throw speed. Do more knives. That sounds nice. Now, granted, this ability is only great whenever bad guys are in range to be affected by it, so I should probably be a little bit more on it when it comes to like making sure that I'm putting myself in the range to use that AoE ability. It's a pretty cool ability, and it does a lot of damage, but kind of short range. Pretty good. Skill speed, yes. Yes. Faster. Which means it will cost a lot more, of course, but I think it's more good than it's bad. Sometimes you'll get potions and even the meta progression thingies from the crates, so it's like I'll usually stop to buy it to open the crates at least. But not always do they give anything for us. The vases seem like they're always at most just money. And money is great, but it only helps you for the current run. You can't take the money with you. You do take the meta progression nuggets, the little purple boys. You do take those with you. Take them with you when you go. But I am trying to go somewhat fast because time is what's that Steve Miller song? Time's always slipping into the future. Alright, so I'm still full on potions. Probably don't need all this, but I'll pop down there. Nothing else there. Not gonna bother with all the gold necessarily. Just keep on keeping on. These things, I was recently reminded, these actually do cost money. Rerolling obviously costs money too. This does not do elemental. It can do fire damage because of the fun, cool little relic thing. We'll do better crit chance. That sounds nice. On to the next ones. That was... Oh, actually, this is a boss round. So it's fight the waves of guys, and then fight the boss that spawn, or mini boss really that spawns. And this is floor 3. So we've done what will ultimately be 3 entire floor. Once we beat this one, because the time is paused for the entirety of this floor, because it's like a challenge floor. So we'll have effectively beaten basically 3 full floors in about 2 minutes. A little bit more than 2 minutes, which is pretty good. Pretty good. If we can get down to fight whoever is keeping Antonio under wraps, because that's what the main quest says right now, is to try to rescue Antonio. So we can get to that guy. That'll be our next major thingy. Speaking of major thingies, there's the fella. But we'll kill him in no time. He's a little mini boss. He's baby. Fucking dead. Got a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. A couple of things to break. Since the time is paused for these challenge floors anyway, it's like you might as well break everything that you can find. You might as well. Not that you'll get anything amazing, but when time is paused, it's a rare opportunity. Hey, what's up, Memory? Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I'm liking it so far. It's my first session with it so far, but I'm really digging it. I enjoy roguelikes. I don't like play every roguelike ever, but I've played a good number of them. And I always love a good roguelike, and this one's quite enjoyable so far. More crit damage, more physical damage. I should probably take this one just because we did up our crit rate slightly. I could re-roll. That is pretty expensive, so I'll go and take it. No, it's a good one so far. It's by a developer I'd never heard of before. Rogue Snail is the name of the developer. The publisher I'm fairly familiar with, Mad Mushroom. We've played a few of their games on stream. Crit damage go up. Sure. Played a few of their games. Conquest Dark. We played Conquest Dark about a month or so ago, and that's a very good one. That one's a what's the word? Survivors-like. Kind of a bullet heaven Survivors-like game. Very, very enjoyable. Really enjoyed that one. And a few others. We played Splody. Played a couple odds and ends by that same publisher, but yeah. Yeah, Conquest Dark, really enjoyed that one. Pretty different from this game. It's more of a kind of a standard roguelite experience. Sort of akin to Hades. Kind of, sort of. But yeah, Conquest Dark, very good. Yo, what's up, Aleph? Yeah, this is very, very much a Diablo-y kind of experience. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna kill it. Oh, it was a treasure goblin fella, a scavenger. Kind of like extra fast bad guy that has some stuff. Some fun stuff. Said worn jacket, I think that's an upgrade you can actually buy in the main shop. It'd be cool if we can take that with us. I think actually we'll re-roll this one. Ooh, I like that damage one. Give me that one. Yeah. So it's an artifact, yeah, so we'll take that with us, which is nice. So that's something we have the option to buy, but chose not to. So actually, I'm going to take just a moment to go and open this one. Because knowing that those kinds of things can spawn from chests is good to know. Not always, though. Oop, take that one. One thing I would love is a pickup radius upgrade. Pickup radius upgrade would be kind of neat because I'm going to go fairly close to scoop things up is slightly annoying. We can afford... Oh, I can't afford the good ones. I could redraw. I'll just take that one. No, it's a very Diablo-inspired roguelike of sorts. It's very good. Right down to the bad guys that can sometimes drop or have like special abilities. Probably should have just walked over the damage field. Special enhancements. So it's pretty cool so far. I'm liking it a lot. But the Hell Clock aspect means you're always kind of in a hurry. It's not an overly generous timer that's always ticking down on you, so you have to really be on your shit. Because when that timer ends, the run ends. No matter how powerful you are, how far you've gotten, does not matter. When that time in the top left ends, that is it for the run. And of course, all your upgrades, for the most part, do not come with you. But some benefits do come with you. There is still that meta progression. We all know and love from most modern day roguelikes and roguelites by some definition. More life, elemental damage, move speed. You know, I'm gonna take that move speed. That sounds kind of nice. Be schmoovin'. Always be schmoovin'. Good to see Aleph. We're back from our trip, by the way. I had a nice 3 weeks off, going on an incredible vacation. I was in Japan with my wife and 2 of our friends. 4 of us were in Japan for 3 weeks, and it was amazing. It was an amazing trip. It's a trip I'll remember forever. It was really one for the ages. Gonna redraw this one. Dash speed. Sure, it's fine. It's not amazing, but I'll take it. I use the dash mostly defensively, but sometimes going fast with this is kind of nice. We, of course, have a decent bit more damage than we did last time, so we're killing things a little bit faster, but still not the bestest. When we get to the second act, or the second major zone, rather, that'll change the game quite a bit. There's a potion down there, but I don't think we need it just yet. Be able to dispatch the main boss for this first area that much faster. Negative power. Like the gold piles we're passing up, which is kind of cool. Feel me? Arigato, Mr. Habito. There was a lot of arigato dosaimasu. Arigato dosaimasu is thank you very much. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of konnichiwa, of course. I think I only heard domo a couple times. But a lot of, and from us, a lot of sumimasen. Sumimasen is excuse me, or like pardon me. There's a lot of that because there's a lot of ooh, that sounds nice. There's a lot of like trying to squeeze past people because there are very narrow aisles, very narrow hallways, and a lot of stores. A lot of the buildings are fairly small. Everything's just kind of more compacted in Japan, especially Tokyo. And so everything's a little bit smaller, a little bit close quarters. Aisles in stores are a little bit shorter, or a little bit more narrow. That is. I was gonna say he might just be on fire to death, dead. I made quick work of that guy. We got something we get to bring with us. But yeah, so there's a lot of moments of like trying to squeeze by somebody, trying to excuse yourself past somebody. But it was great. It was a fantastic trip, and like I said, I really can't express how unique and how special it was. Would love to go back at some point. My fan of Doctor Who, I've actually never watched it. I've never watched Doctor Who, but my fun story I love to tell about Doctor Who is my friend Adam. He was bored one day and sat down to watch it. He started with not like the original, but the first of the new series that started in like 2005, 2006. And he sat down and he watched one episode. Watched the very first episode. He was like, it was okay. He watched the first episode. He was like, it was all right. And then he was like, I'll give it one more. Watch the second episode. And he went, that was actually pretty good. That was pretty good. I'll give it one more. I'll give it one more. He watches the third episode. And then he texts us, uh-oh. He texts us like, uh-oh. The third episode, he was like, oh no, I'm in the danger zone. Watches one more, and then he's like, yeah, this show's amazing. Holy fuck, now I'm hooked. So that was like how it started. He was like, I don't know. Then, yeah, this is pretty good. Then realized like the hooks were digging in, right? The show's got its hooks on you. He was like, oh fuck. So apparently it's amazing. I think I would like it. I think I would like it a lot. Shadow Dash increases maximum mana temporarily. That's kind of cool. No cooldown and no mana, but drains life. Ooh, I don't love that. Don't love that. I mean, it sounds cool, but again, if I'm using it defensively, I guess if you have lifesteal, that could be really sweet. But still, though, ooh, use that like 4 times. Oh, doggy. That's 36% of your health. Good lord. It can steal health. That sounds cool. I'll do that one. Reroll. I do like that area of effect going up. Wait, no, that's for the dashy boy. Cooldown going down. Sounds better. Got one more. And of course, the time is paused when you're in the challenge zones and the boss areas, so that's kind of nice. So I can kind of look around and see if there's anything to collect, but there's nothing to collect. 10 episodes a day, yeah, I've heard it's really something special, and there's a lot of it too. That's what's nice. It's been going for quite a bit, and I'm not even talking about the original series. I mean, like the newer series. So you have a lot to watch, which is nice. Now, eventually, you know, after you watch for a bit, you'll get caught up, and then you're, you know, right there with all the other normies who have to wait for a bit. That's how it was with Grace and I when we were watching Severance. We powered through Severance Season 1 in a matter of like less than a week. We shot through it pretty quickly. And by that point, Severance Season 2 had started, but they were doing 1 episode a week, obviously. So after a certain point, we were like, we were all caught up. We have to wait for new episodes like a fucking casual. A fucking normie-ass casual violent assault. Again, I don't really use this ability offensively, so this seems like a waste. But we only have 2 minutes left. Do I want to reroll? Nah, I'll just take the obvious one. Okay, lots of projectiles, so I don't appreciate those, man. I appreciate those projectiles you're throwing at me. These guys have a lot more health, obviously, so we're a little bit under-prepared for this area. We were blasting motherfuckers earlier. Now I have to, like, be a little bit of a good boy. And, like, monitor my health a little bit better, and I have, like, to deal with the not having amazing mana pools now. We're doing okay, but yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be able to beat this floor before the time is done. Burrowers, man. I was also saying about how I watched the first... I've watched the entirety of the first Dune movie on the flight back from Japan. The entirety of the first Dune movie, and I would say 2/3 of the second one. So, I'd never read the books. I've never read the books. This is my first time engaging with Dune in any capacity, and I was very impressed. Really, really, really enjoyed myself, and it makes me want to watch, or read rather. It makes me want to read the source material. The thing is, I've heard the books get kind of weird. I've heard the first book is fantastic, and that everyone ought to read it. But I've heard the second one, or rather, basically after the first, I've heard that things get kind of like, maybe not weird necessarily, but that, yeah, it's like, it gets hard to follow. It gets kind of convoluted. It becomes less of a interesting story and more just like more and more and more world building. It's just like, it becomes a bit much. It's like a little bit too big for its britches, I suppose. So I don't know. I still want to read the original at least and kind of go from there. But I've heard that there's a lot of Dune books, and yeah, after a certain point, you get diminishing returns. But again, this is coming from someone who's never engaged with the books, and never engaged with really the series at all until recently. Yeah, really, man, that first one, like, man, that was really enjoying it. And the second one I'm enjoying too, but that first one especially, holy cannoli. Amazing. By the way, 30 seconds left in our run. No matter how much health you have, no matter how powerful your guy is, when the health clock ticks down to 0, you are donezo. So you gotta find ways to kill guys faster, get further, quicker, fast, harder, better, faster, stronger, all the Daft Punk adjectives you can expect. Now, what I could probably do is I could probably skip some encounters, so I probably don't have to fight everything I see. I really enjoy the combat in this game, and of course, as you kill more things, you get more money for affording better upgrades, so it's worth your while, generally. Start a blasting. Yeah, ignore the old school stuff. Yeah, just go for like the like 2005 or so. It's basically what I've been recommended. We got a lot of relics, by the way, and some new blessed gear, which means we don't have to spend the money or the meta progression stuff on this, which is nice. That goes with us. We got a lot of meta progression nuggets, which is also quite nice. Quite nice. And yeah, the Dune game shock value. It's a shame because I had an opportunity to get a review key for the Dune game and I passed it up because I was like, well, I've never engaged with the series. I don't know if it really jive with me right now. But now I'm like, bro, I kind of want more. So damn, maybe I should see if those opportunities are still available because it might really be something to check out. Also, though, it's like sort of an MMO. And I don't exactly have the best history with enjoying MMOs, so we'll see.
Morre sem deixar tostão. O seu nome é esquecido nas quebradas do sertão.
The first couple. Oh, so someone else took over Aleph. That would explain it. So maybe not just the first one, but the first couple of them is
A República
where things get
matou
strange.
que abandonou. O sertão sempre foi esquecido por todos.
Just playing a little bit slow, yeah. That's probably how I would do it, most likely, if I were to pick it up. Oddly enough, you can still buy the Worn Jacket, which is a little bit surprising. Oh, but it's like a better version of it. Oh, how now bound cow. Okay, good to know. So that was oh, because it's tier 2. That's why, bro. That's why. All right. So there's Pantalinos. Oddly enough, the gun is not available anymore, which is a little surprising. We still have the tier 1 of the Rusty Revolver. So yeah, I don't know if there's a way to re-roll his stock or if it just changes every time you pop in. So it says tier 2 Blessed Pants. I don't have any pants, blessed or otherwise. So maybe you don't need the tier 1 to piggyback off of the tier 2. So that's nice. Powder Bag, that's only for marksman skills to deal physical. Now this one does deal physical damage, and it is a marksman skill. To ignite an enemies, trigger a fire explosion, which is cool. So if something is on fire, if you have something that causes fire, this one does have that one cool grenade ability, but it kind of doesn't always work. Well, no, I shouldn't say that way. It's not that it doesn't always work. It's that it takes like some time to build up. Double check this guy. Yeah. 40% actually, that's a pretty good chance. Repeater damage to fire. All right, never mind. Actually, that one could work. That fire explosion, yeah. So it's a 44% chance to launch the grenade. All right, never mind. That's pretty darn good. So I'll go ahead and get it, I think. Or I get the slight upgrade to life. I'm gonna take this one. And that will go, really, ultimately on this screen, I'm pretty sure. So go over to the Reliquary. And we'll pop this guy in there. There we go. That should be pretty cool. Also adds a little bit of life on kill, 1% life steal or life gain on kill, which is kind of nice. Now I could take any one of these other ones. Lightning damage, lightning resistance. Lightning resistance is nice. I could definitely take that. Or I could get rid of any one of either these two or any one of these and get this guy instead. So the double knives thing, which is this guy. Is that what that is? Oh, reflexes. What is double knives? Double knives damage. Okay, so that's an ability I don't have yet then. Okay, so that one wouldn't be worth right now. Plague damage, plague resistance, mana on kill. Mana on kill sounds nice. Cooldown speed, physical resistance, conviction gain. That all sounds really nice. I'd have to get rid of both of these. This one, ooh, yeah. Now I'm keeping that one. Okay, I think we got a pretty good loadout. Skill book, we have some stuff left. That's that double knife skill that we saw. Let's see, do I have... Where is it? Oh, it's the bell. That's right. Call her Patty. It's Patty the Bell. Yo, Shake, what's up, buddy? Thank you for that raid, man. I'm back from Japan. I had a great fucking time, man. It's fun because Shake was in Japan. Was it a year or two, I think? I know he spent some time there not too long ago. And he was giving me some recommendations on things to do and advisements on things to do and check out and things to not do, of course. So Shake, it was fun talking shop and when you were recommending places for me. And I had a great fucking time. It was awesome. It was awesome. I'll just quickly say and show rather the shirt I'm wearing is of course from Donkey. Went to Don Quixote. I love this artist. The artist name is Tree13 and they did some kind of cool collaboration. I'm trying to show my shirt and microphone's covering my face right now, but they did this cool collaboration with Don Quixote and I love their art. I got this one and one other from Donkey so I could get some so I could support some threads by that artist that I like so much, and got a lot of great souvenirs. I have so many new shirts. It's absurd how many new t-shirts I have. I got a various new like just fun little touristy souvenirs. I got some like we went to a couple Pokemon centers. I got some Pikachu fun like exclusive plushies. I got some video games, some like used retro games. I got some music. We went to the Nintendo Museum. I got the. Do I want to show it? Do I want to show it right now? It's all the way upstairs. I think I do. Give me like 20 seconds. I'm going to run upstairs real quick. I got a very stupid souvenir. Give me 1 sec. Dude, I'm so excited. Because so the trip was incredible. We did everything. We went to Mount Fuji. We stayed in onsen. We went to Osaka. We stayed mostly in Tokyo. We did go to Kyoto for a day. And of course, for those who don't know, Kyoto is where the Nintendo Museum is. And yes, ahead of time, we did confirm that we got into the lottery to buy tickets for the Nintendo Museum. We got to go to the Nintendo Museum. The exhibits on display were incredible. The like interactive games and exhibits, like the interactive immersion experiences, were delightful and fun. And of course, the gift shop was crazy, was incredible. And I talked about this on stream before, so this isn't exactly a surprise, but I got the controller. I got the controller pillow. It's a big ass N64 controller pillow. It's fucking bananas. This thing is so stupid. It's got the Z button on the back too. This might be the stupidest thing I have ever touched, much less owned in my entire life. It's actually it's a pretty comfortable pillow, honestly. It's nice and fuzzy. It's delightful, and it's like, why do I own this? I don't know. I couldn't resist. It was like $70 for one thing, which, in all fairness, to get one here, you have to, of course, order it overseas, and they don't sell it online officially, so you have to go through an eBay seller. People are selling these for like $400 on eBay and shit. So like $70-$80. Listen, it was a once in a lifetime thing, basically. Like, when am I ever gonna come back to this? So I got this one. They had this. They had a Wiimote pillow. They had a Super Famicom, regular Famicom, and I think that's it. They had those four. If they would have had a GameCube controller pillow, I would have had to make a hard decision. I don't know if I would have allowed myself to have bought two. I got the N64. Our friends Helen and Aaron, they got the Super Famicom and regular Famicom one. So we had a pretty good representation. Oh my god! So this thing is so fucking stupid. And you might be wondering, how the fuck did you get it back? How did you get this into your luggage? Because it's huge. Of course, it is a pillow, so you know it squishes down pretty well. There is now, Shaky probably saw these before in Daiso, right? Daiso and other stores throughout Japan, and even in the States, we have Daiso here. There are how do I describe them? Like vacuum seal bags, where it's basically like just a plastic bag. It's like a giant Ziploc bag, basically giant fucking industrial strength Ziploc bag with a little nipple on the end that you twist shut or twist open if need be, and you just attach a vacuum and it just slurps the air out of it, and it like, hold up, I actually have a picture. I have a picture I can show you of the before and after. I'll show you the picture of the before and after. It should be just on my phone, so I should be able to access it without too much trouble. So actually, here is, I'll just show you this. Here it is, like, right before I opened it. So here's right before I opened it. like it's this little scrungy ass little guy. Let's see if I can make it bigger. There we go. Without doxing my phone number and or address or list of my fears. So it's like this sad little scrunchy thing. Oh yeah, that of course was the after. That was like, this was taken. So this was right before I opened it, and then this was like 5 seconds after I'd opened it. It's already mostly regained its shape, and by now you can see it's back to normal. It's back to normal. So yeah, that thing it shrinking it down to like 30% of its space. It still took up a lot of space in the luggage, but oh my god, so worth it. So fucking stupid. I love this thing. Oh, anyway, so Japan was amazing. Japan was amazing. Now we're getting back into playing video games and streaming, and thank you to Shake for that raid. I know Shakey's got to go get some food, which is totally understandable, but it was a great fucking trip. I will inevitably be talking about this trip probably for the rest of my life, honestly. We were there for 3 weeks. We did so much cool stuff. We got to see and do everything I hoped for, and then some. It was the trip of a goddamn lifetime. It was amazing, and I have more souvenirs and more stories to share, but I'm trying to keep things rolling, obviously. And Shake, I know you got to chill for a bit, go get some food, totally understandable. But Shake, if you're still lurking, or if there's any viewers who have any Shake clips to share, I would love to see them. It doesn't have to be from tonight. Could have been from a previous stream. I haven't streamed in 3 weeks. I've been out on international travel for 3 weeks, so I haven't watched any streams. It was such a bummer. But yeah, there was just no time, no opportunities to watch streams or YouTube videos or anything. So I have no idea what happened in my absence. So if there was any fun things to share that Shake has been up to, I'd love to see any new clips. Or again, doesn't have to be new, but any clips. But yeah, we're having a good time. This game is fun too. This is called Hell Clock. It's a very cool roguelike that dropped, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's good. It's not as Hades inspired as I thought it would be, which is not a bad thing. It's very good. It's more Diablo-y than I was expecting, but I'm really enjoying it. The Hell Clock is the name for basically this thing that is always counting down during your runs. And if that clock reaches 0, it's a time limit. The clock reaches 0, the run ends. And you can try to do things that will add more time to the counter if possible. You can try to, there are things to like try to extend the inevitable, delay the inevitable as much as you can. But at least so far, we haven't had any runs die because our guy got killed. All of our runs have ended because the clock ran out. So we're trying to like find ways to kill things faster, get to places quicker, that kind of thing. And of course, there was meta progression. There's ways to empower your build. There's ways to just slowly level up various stats of your guy. Like there's base damage go up. This one I like a lot that I want to spend more on. Get the soul stone. Soul stones are the meta progression nuggets, these right here. Do I want to just go all the way? I think I just want to go all the way. Now, before I commit to that, I could see what else is available. So, because I mean, of course, more life, more mana. That's always nice. The gold gain one isn't like that exciting to me, honestly, but it's still nice. This one does interest me. The idea of getting a temporary shield as you spend mana and basically deal damage. Like, that sounds kind of cool. And look at that. Increases the limit by 2 minutes, 120 seconds. That's pretty dope. So that potentially could be quite good. Red portal has 50% chance to spawn. Skip previously explored areas and provides a boon. That's cool. Of course, the downside of skipping areas, it means you're skipping experience gain, that kind of thing. But that could be huge for saving time. So yeah, so maybe I don't go quite that hard on this one. Maybe what I do I have what is necessary? So I could do, say, maybe 2 or 3 rather on that one, and then 1 on that one, because that one sounds like indispensable. You definitely want that to increase the time. That does use all of our points. I want to get more soulstone gain because that means better meta progression. But yeah, that is pretty compelling. That's pretty compelling. By the way, Niara has something for us. Perfect. I'd love to see this. Robster does point out that, yeah, it does say it would give you a boon. So it's not like you're just stuck forever without, with missing out on everything. You still get something for your troubles. So that's still something to consider. And Ropter points out if you take the red portal, you actually have more gold. Oh, so the boon it gives you is significant. So that actually could be a huge time save. Damn. So really, either one of these is going to be potentially huge for like saving you time, that kind of thing. This one, of course, is just a flat 2 minutes, whereas this one, it's a 15% chance. You can probably upgrade that percentage. Yeah, increase the chance. There we go. So you could if you wanted to. So, tempting. Tempting. I think I'll stick with this for now, but I could see myself investing into the red portal instead, because that actually does sound pretty dope. Does sound pretty dope. Thanks for popping in, Yar. Thanks for coming in from the raid. And Swiftcross says, you think the Soulstone one? That's what I was thinking at first. I was like, man, more Soulstones means everything else comes a little bit easier. And that's usually what I tend to focus on in games like this. It's like, how do I get the meta progression upgrades faster? That Hell Clock timer going up by 2 sure does sound nice. I guess the thing is, like, you can depending on how quickly you gain these memory levels, you can always go back, and you don't have to like keep charging down this line of upgrades. You can always go back and get these as well. So at least there's that. Yeah. The fact that you can increase that chance is pretty nice. You can also increase the number of floor skip, which is pretty cool. And that is, yeah, unknown floors, 50% chance. So it could potentially happen multiple times per run, even. That is pretty significant. Damn. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should just go for the red portal one. Let's see. So if I went just those, and then say red portal, it then said maybe one of these guys. That's kind of a nice mix, because then we get a pretty good chance at the red portals. And we get that Soulstone boon, Soulstone bonus, which is nice. So maybe that's kind of a nice everybody wins kind of deal. I'm surprised there's 2 levels for that one. Increase the chance even more. Pretty cool. Get a relic upgrade and skill level upgrades. Relic upgrades and skill. Wait, do you mean the like are the things down here? Oh, you probably meant the like these kinds of the stuff you use, these upgrade points, so soul stones, like upgrading the relics, upgrading your equipment, that kind of thing, upgrading skills. When you get further, there's more relic drops, which is good. Yeah, yeah. As the further along you got, because yeah, we got like 3 or 4 relics from the run we just attempted. Yeah, go for those upgrades, right? Because yeah, I mean those things get expensive quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and confirm these investments. Of course, we could respec if we wanted to. Yeah, I'd already used. What did I do? I think I bought some stuff from this guy. Yeah, we bought a couple things from this guy. But I know what you mean though. Trying to upgrade the relics gets expensive real quick. 1,000 souls for that one, obviously. 250 for that one. These are pretty basic. Well, even still, pretty expensive to upgrade. So yeah, it's like anything that helps us gain these guys quicker seems like will be a good idea. I haven't really messed with other skills yet. Maybe I should. I mean, 100 isn't that expensive. Spin 2 blades around. Oh, so that's like probably more close range. Yeah, that's a melee attack, which could be something. Might be cool to try something different. And there was a ability, or rather a relic, that we saw somewhere. Where did I see it? I think it was a reward from beating the previous boss. There was a relic that had some kind of boon specifically for that melee ability. But we have this powder bag, so I think I should stick with this for now. Those body's pretty good. We haven't tried the temporary shield thing yet. 100% of your maximum mana. Oh, it's like mana shield. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. Of your maximum mana, not your current mana. 15-second cooldown. Actually, that's not bad. Not bad. It's crashing down your enemies. That's kind of cool too. It's a really quick cooldown too. It costs quite a bit, but it's really good damage. That's pretty impressive. Slow time down. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Wonder if I should get one of these, because Shadow Dash has been cool. But I don't really love it because it has a bunch of offensive upgrades, and I don't really use it as an offensive ability. I can see that specking well, or that synergizing well with double knives. Yeah, I think close body would probably be better as a defensive skill than Shadow Dash is. Some kind of ward ability. There's minions. Oh, that's cool. There's like summons you can get in this game. I'm gonna try close body. You've convinced me. Close body sounds kind of dope. Can you level things up? Maximum level 1. Place that guy for sure. Is there a way to level up skills? I mean, I know you get the levels up during the runs. But I'm guessing, yeah, there's no way to level it up from here. Oh, it happens to the bell. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. So here is just for upgrade, for unlocking. That's what it looks like. Conviction shield. Takes damage, but it decays over time. Right. That's the decay. It's still pretty cool though. And the cooldown for it is pretty generous because yeah, there's those last little bits. Not much, obviously, but it's still something. So yeah, so you can it cools down slow enough where you get a pretty good amount of value, of gained value. It's pretty neat. Anything else? Anything else? I think I'm good on the relics. Pretty full loadout. Nothing else I can afford here. So we begin a new run, my friends.
É oásis de esperança.
We're gonna kill shit and just keep on schmoving. First level. In the bell tree, there's like a big book. Oh, okay, something you have to unlock in like through the bell menu. Gives a retaliation aura. Retaliation aura. Oh, I see. Every attack. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that one. So it's mana shield plus this thing that pops when it's done. Blade. I do like the Blade Horde one. That's pretty cool. Cooldown goes down a little bit. I think I'm maybe more inclined to do that one. Yeah, that little portal looks every time we go through it. Keep my eyes up for that red portal. I'm assuming it'll be fairly obvious when we see it. We'll know the portal when we see it. Excited for that. Already picked up some of those guys. Oh, wrong button. That's okay. I will inevitably accidentally press the dash button when I don't mean to, or like I'll think I'm trying to dash when I'll activate the shield by accident. Good damage. Yeah, take that one. Conviction gain. Yeah, damage. Just when it's fancy and rare, you might as well. There's a regular old portal. No shrines this time. Comes in handy when you have the double knives one. I could see that. Yeah, I could really see that being a huge synergy with that melee ability. I might try that next, honestly. That sounds pretty cool. I'm enjoying the range stuff, and again, we have that one relic, which makes range things really, really nice, especially. I can see it being pretty sweet with that melee ability. Double knives ability. A red fella. Fancy red fella up ahead. To the left, to the left. Level up. Skill speed. Yeah, we'll need some mana going eventually. Area of effect is pretty good. Let's go with skill speed. Basically attack speed.
Artefato de ascendência.
Got a rusty revolver upgrade. Oh, I'm in the thing. Whoops. Better pop that sooner. Okay, activate. I need some bit of money. I could reroll. Well, no, if I rerolled, I wouldn't be able to afford any of these. So, critical chance. Yes, critical chance. Take that. We have a couple things already adding to crit chance, but could always have more. Go to the question mark floor, please. Our first red portal. Nice. Very nice. Took us to floor 4. Oh, which means we skipped the challenge level, which actually doesn't save us much time because the challenge levels. Oh wait, no. I'm wrong. Was 3 the challenge level, or was? Yeah, I think 3 was. So yeah, those can actually save you any time because the timer's paused for that one, but still, it saves me time in real life. Spinning and winning, there you go. It's pretty fast, yeah. I can see it being pretty sick. Of course, it's a risk reward. You have to monitor your health and probably maybe rely on potions a little bit more, but it sounds pretty nice. But damage go up. Conviction gain on activation. Retaliation damage. I think I'll do this one for now at least. Aptitude. I think that means our skills are higher level temporarily. So that's the downside with the that cool repeater ability we have right now, is that it is, you're locked in place when you're using it, so you're not really moving and attacking at all. Whereas that melee ability, yeah, you're moving and attacking, so you're just kind of able to plow through stuff, and you automatically pick things up when they drop because you're in range. So yeah, it's really, it's again pretty compelling. I can see the light on that one. More soul stones, yes please. If you get enough, so yeah, that's a good point too. If you have enough lifesteal, then you're all good, baby. Give me this one. I don't think I've seen much lifesteal. I've seen some life gain on kill, which I guess is kind of lifesteal, obviously. But like, I think of like damage dealt, you know, some percentage of damage dealt, or like some other percentage, not just on kill. Critical chance. Wow. A lot of crit damage. A lot of crit chance. Yes, please. That's nice. Yeah, that would be a huge one for any sort of melee build in a game like this, I can imagine. We got the crawly boys now. The dudes that are just kind of crawling little torso fellers. Protection. We haven't really needed to use the closed body thing a whole lot just yet, but in boss battles I can see it being pretty important. Then wealth. Am I allowed? Yes, we're allowed multiple shrines, which is nice. I think in Diablo 2 you're only allowed one shrine at a time. It's nice that there's not just a single slot for it. He's dead. Never mind. I was gonna say there's a special fellow. I'll queue up the fancy thing for him. There we go. And they're all. Oh, it's very expensive. I'm a little bit shy on that one. The elemental damage one doesn't really help me too much, but it's fine. A whole lot of these boys. There's one for lifesteal, specifically with double knives. That would be perfect then. The game devs knew. They knew what was coming. And help on crit and melee. That'd be nice too, because we've already seen a lot. Oh, this guy. We've already seen a lot of benefits. The crit chance go up. A new belt. That's exciting.
Sinto que a sorte está do nosso lado.
4 strength, 4 stam leather belt. I know. It's a deep cut of a reference. 3 minutes in, or 3 minutes left rather. 4 minutes in. Like another red portal to proc on a floor that does not have the timer being paused. That'd be great. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Grenade area. Sleep. Let's go with this one. Damage based on conviction. That sounds cool. Yeah, sounds like a lot of cool opportunities for like crazy enhancements. Crazy cool enhancements for crazy cool dudes. The real test, of course, will be seeing how much damage, how quickly we're killing the dudes in the second area, because those guys have way more health. Everything here, they just die in like one hit. But in the next area, with all the burrowing fellas, that'll be like the real test. I should probably be tanking more with that cool shield ability. That's probably a dead end, so let's keep going. Actually. I guess chests don't always... Actually, no, I think chests do show up on the map. I guess I'll have to pay attention. Like, this little spot to the left. Yeah, so chests do show up, so you can kind of tell ahead of time if there's something to be worth your while. One for portals, nothing yet. I can at least afford these. Crit damage, crit chance. Oh, mama. Probably do crit damage next. Melee lifesteal, yeah. Evasion's pretty nice, just lets you dodge shit. Yeah, that sounds nice too. Yeah, they do show up. Yeah, I've noticed there's one right there. Actually, I guess that's a boss, but yes. Like, fancy boys. Oh, wrong button. Oh, there it is. Yeah, instantly dropped his ass. Thanks to the that open body ability. I just procced open body, just kind of stood there, and he just fucking ate his own penis, which was very effective. Not using Shadow Dash, Split Shot, which we're not really using either. So none of these are of particular use to us right now. It deals less damage for every enemy pierce. Yeah, I don't know if Shadow Dash is cool, and this one's Split Shot's cool too. 20% of maximum life and applies 90% of that maximum life as additional damage. That's like a good way to open a boss battle, I guess, but still kind of scary. I don't know if I really love any of these. Spearhead was not so great because of the less damage. To be honest, I like the Split Shot ability, but I feel like I like the repeater more. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm feeling that one. I'll probably just get this one, but I don't know if I'm gonna really ever use it. Oh, you put it on by accident? Yeah, that would do it. Retaliation damage. I mean, I think the retaliation damage is what killed the boss we just fucked just now. So, anything in here while the timer's paused? I don't think so. So I saw firsthand the power that ability has. It's pretty impressive. How quickly can we dispatch the boys here? Gold. Now we do a little bit more damage. I would say I notice a difference. Not a huge difference, but I notice it. Some protection, sure. Always use protection. Always use protection, especially especially if you're kind of new to things. It's important. I'm new to this game, so I'm using protection. My condom readily on at all times while streaming. No one's getting me pregnant tonight, no sir. Aptitude. I'm guessing that means skills are a little bit nicer. All right. I think I'm going the right way. There's another branching path that I did not take. I'm feeling pretty good about this path, though. The thing about this game is very rarely do you, like, waste a ton of time going the wrong direction before something becomes obvious. Stand perfectly still and let them fuck my shit up. Because if they break my shield, then it is their undoing. Got 2 minutes on actually 2.5 minutes, because we got some time back, which is nice. Split Shot's pretty cool. But Spearhead does, yeah, it does kind of ruin it, right? I mean, unless you want to pierce everything, but otherwise, a little bit spicy. More mana would be nice, honestly. The elemental damage thing is cool, but more mana would be, I think, helpful. Cooldown rates. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Good to know. That's cooldown rates. It's our best run so far, time-wise. We've only, like, barely limped to floor 9 before our time ran out. So 2 minutes is pretty good. And if we find another red portal, then oh baby, oh mama. Area effect for that thing, that's pretty cool. We haven't really had to rely on it too much for regular encounters, but for boss battles, I could see it being huge. It's almost like I want them to break it, so that way it retributes. Fucks him up. Protection, please. Hit his ass. Not enough mana, but now he's dead. He popped when he dead. When he died, rather. Popped when he dead. Good grammar. And I'll do this. Actually, I'll do both. Trying to use this thing more often, since it is a pretty cool ability now that I've seen what it's capable of. Exploded. To end anyway, so that right-hand path I think was a dead end. Seems like if you stay the course, you don't really need to make any right turns. I had used any potions, yeah, which is nice. Got 1 minute left. Do a path. And a shrine, maybe? Yes. So I could either gain or, I guess, upgrade something. So slightly better cooldown speed. Better mana. Better, wow, better base damage. That one's really good. Still tier 1. Oh, no. My current one is tier 1. That one. An achievement for buying a blessing of the future. I wonder if that means we don't get it for this run, but for the next run. Is this fella? Oh, this is a challenge area. I see. So survive some waves, 3 of them. Survive the waves 3. I'm trying to monitor my shield and rely on it only when it's appropriate to do so. It drops off quickly, but yeah, it's really strong. Okay, it just ended, and it did pretty good amount of damage there. I'm gonna be ready soon. Just in time for the 3rd wave. There we go. Once it pops, then you do not stop. You are unable to. Once you pop, you do not. You no longer cease. Pop this. Then I can use it again. Starved beast. Oh, it popped. Okay, it didn't kill. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, fuck. Wow, he got me real quick. Damn. I was like, okay, my shield popped. If we just move over here and dead. So that guy, I can't just be a complete dingus with that guy. I have to be a little bit smart with that guy. What I might even do is put the... Because the dash would have been helpful too. What I maybe could have done was put the dash on the 5th skill slot, just so I still had a movement defensive ability if I wanted to. So we got that one, which again, I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but it's there. That one's just nifty for health and life on kill, which is good. Couple nice ones. Got a belt for attack speed, better gun. Bell level's getting up there. Good stuff. Cores you've cleared. Oh, that makes sense. Right. Yeah, so yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. They did specify that in the details. The flavor text. Replace during your run. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, so gear you get will stay and will be replaced. Right. Relics change the stuff. Right, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, the gun that I got there presumably immediately went into effect. I guess I could have checked because it says, yeah, tier 2 here. And the belt I found right. Which is good because otherwise I had no way to keep my pants up. That's embarrassing. Looking like a fool with my pants on the ground. Well, speaking of looking foolish, it's very late, so I do have to wrap up the stream, unfortunately. I go back to work tomorrow. I was talking about this amazing trip I took with my wife and our friends that just ended yesterday, and today was my first day back, but jet lag is a bitch, and I slept a lot today. Tomorrow is going back to work, back into the office in particular. I'm assuming the game autosaves. I'm assuming the game autosaves. Let me like look around just to be sure. It's not like a manual save thing I have to do. But yeah, I primarily work from home, but I usually go to the office on Thursdays, and of course tomorrow's Thursday. So hell of a first day back is going right back in the office. It does. Okay, yeah, cool. Thank you, Swiftcross. Yeah, so yeah, so we're good to go. Thank you, Swiftcross, for helping out, and Ropter as well. Ropter for helping out with helping me learn the ropes, because you can tell I'm still a little green on this game, but I'm liking it a lot. Playing it on just the standard difficulty, all the default settings. Very cool little game. It saves whenever you're in town. Perfect. Just what I needed. That's what I needed. Do I want to close the game? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But this was fun. It was a fun game. I would like to do at least one more stream of it, because there are dare drop challenges to work toward, to strive towards even. If we can beat Act 1, I think that would be a pretty big one to work towards. In the dare drop challenges. In fact, let's do this. We'll just take a quick look at exactly what this one has for us. Elgaso is correct, by the way, that I need to this guy needs to post a schedule. To be honest, I fully intended to post a schedule today, but Grace and I ran some errands today and took care of a couple things in the evening hours and didn't get back until like 8:30, so I really haven't had any chance to kind of sit down on my computer until basically right before the stream started. Yeah, this one right here. If we can complete Act 1, so for those who don't know, this is how I got a key for this game to stream it. If I can complete Act 1, we'll get a giveaway key for Conquest Dark, and I loved that game. Really loved that game. So it'd be nice to get an extra key for that game to give away to viewers, because I can personally recommend it. It's very good. There's other dares that would give a giveaway key for this game, but all those are taken, or all those are out of stock, rather. So unfortunately, no options for that. The good news is, I guess we did complete this. We unlocked Blessed Gear, Reliquary, and the Great Bell. in the home base. So we could turn that one in for an extra key for Splody, which is a game we did play last year, and I did like that one too. We got those. Potentially, if I do Act 1 under 60 minutes, I mean, maybe, but that's probably for people that are like really good and experienced with this game. Like, I don't want to overpromise anything. The Try Harder achievement, yeah, that's probably not happening. The Guillotine achievement, defeat the Head Cutter in 7 runs or less. That one just sounds scary because like we did 4 or 5 runs today, and I haven't even cleared Act 1, so that one seems not like an easy one. So we'll see. I'll do at least one more stream for this game, and we'll see what happens. A lot of them happen quickly. I feel like Act 1 will... I'm pretty confident we'll get Act 1 knocked out pretty easily. The Jailer, the Merchant, and the Savage Beast. I think the Savage Beast was the one we saw at the end there. We haven't seen the Matriarch yet. I'm guessing the Matriarch is probably the boss for Act 1. I'm guessing. So basically, really, honestly, both of these two almost kind of happen side by side. So Ropter knocked out Act 1 and Act 2 pretty quickly. Let's see, is there anything for Act 2? Completing Act 2? There is, but that one's out of stock as well. So, like, we could complete some of these, but I'm trying to go for things that have rewards in stock. So, I don't know, maybe we could knock out the entirety of Act 1 in under 60 minutes. What I assume is, for that one, and maybe that's something for me to confirm... well, actually, hold on, let me think about this. Does that mean, like, starting a new save and completing Act 1 in under 60 minutes? Or does that mean in a single run? Because really a single run, yeah, you have, 7 minutes. Of course, in some parts of those runs, the timer is stopped. The end-game timer is stopped. So I guess to that end, it could be a little bit trickier. But yeah, Act 1 under 60 minutes, maybe that's actually not so scary. So I don't know. I guess, I wonder if I should, like, circle back on that and ask the Daredrop admins what that one exactly means. Because that actually could have some implications. So anyway, as for tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure I'm going to stream tomorrow. I might just do the second stream of this one just to knock it out. There's a couple other things that I have review keys for. There was, of course, a bunch of stuff that happened while I was gone. Keys I was unable to try to get. But I do still have a couple in the old backlog to dip into. So at least there is that. Hell mode is 7 runs. Well, there you go. Yeah, I didn't try it, of course, but I did see Hell mode. Yeah, but it does keep the campaign on file, yeah. Fresh Start makes more sense. Fresh Start makes more sense for that one that I was kind of wondering about. Because otherwise, yeah, like an hour, like that'd be too easy, honestly. So yeah, fresh save. And yeah, maybe even the Hell mode would be the way to do that particular challenge. Because I think you get like some form of benefit when you're in Hell mode. But anyway, this was fun. Glad we got to check out this game. I loved getting to tell stories about my incredible trip to Japan that I really enjoyed. Appreciate Dudson and Gratoffy and Shake the Box for those very generous raids. Whole bunch of raids in a single night. It's my first stream back in 3 weeks, and it's rare for me to take a break from streaming that long. Usually if I take a break from streaming, it's because I'm out of town. And yeah, last time I took a break this long was like 5 or 6 years ago. So, it was a fun trip, but it's nice to be back. It's nice getting back into playing games and streaming, which of course is my favorite hobby. But that Japan trip, again, I'm going to be talking about it a lot. I'm going to be telling stories, sharing pictures, showing off some fun souvenirs. Every time I look at that stupid ass N64 pillow, it still makes me laugh. I still can't fucking believe. Still can't believe I got this thing. It's so big. It's so stupid. Oh, I love it so much. It's one of my treasured possessions. So anyway, friends, find a raid target. And I keep the positivity going since, like I said, Shake and Dudson and Gratoffy were so kind to raid me. If nothing else, if there's nobody online, I could always peruse our just the directory for this game. I think there's a decent number of people streaming this game because it's been pretty popular. This game is like done numbers as far as how well it's sold on Steam and how it's doing on Twitch for that matter. Is it comfy? It's pretty comfortable. It's I'm not gonna lie, like you can see I can squish it. And squish it and bend it around pretty well. It's maybe a little bit on the firmer side. Like, I don't know if I would like want to sleep on it necessarily. I guess if you really like firm pillows, it would be pretty good. But like, if I like really press into it, you only get a little bit of an indent. So it's obviously very decorative. It's very decorative. I wouldn't like want to sleep just with this thing as a pillow. but it's I look at it and I just giggle. It's so fucking dumb. This was one of those souvenirs where I was like, I'm buying this for the novelty and I will never have another opportunity to buy it again. Also, the N64 is my favorite console, so of course I had to represent, right? Of course I had to represent.